dialed in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks and brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. I'm going to try not to spill this again, Nick.
Oh, what are you spilling?
I spilled my beer. It happens. So as we were saying before we so rudely got interrupted by my spillage, I got really hammered last Monday after the show on Margarita Monday. I was great for like 4 hours, and then I don't remember much.
That happens.
It does. And I mean, I was a little drunk, I guess. You want to try this?
Yeah.
So ask me.
What are you drinking?
So I'm starting. I got a present for my wife. I got 10 custom beers.
10 custom beers.
So, and you know how I love that gift. So this one is from Big Lake Brewing, a double fudge oatmeal stout barrel aged.
Oh, wow. This sounds great. Oh, man. Oh, I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's got good oatmeal flavor.
I would have offered it to the young buck next to me.
But you can't.
He's a young buck,
He's
right?
a young buck, yes. We'll get
So-
to that in a second. What
What you got?
Oh, I do have two more. I have from Austin Brothers a milk route stout. And then what I thought was your beer, but realized you hate this flavor, from Urban Artifact, a Quen, a blueberry grape American fruit tart.
Yeah, so just a thing that people don't know about me is I don't like grape. Concord mostly. Like I like grapes themselves, but like artificial flavor of grape and things like that. The smell makes me puke.
That's my favorite flavor.
Right, I know. And it's my daughter's and she loves to fuck with me and stuff like that. And
You give me a fucking grape Fago and I'm a happy guy.
I am the most unhappy person you've met. My daughter will have to like drink it on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
She'll try to open it and be like, what? I don't know. It's been like that since I've been a kid. I still have the problem. Like,
It's
when I
funny because
smell
your
it-
sister's that way with root beer.
Yeah, we have our own little thing. So
What are you drinking, my friend?
oh man, surprise, surprise. So I just got done coaching and I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop at the gas station because I need something. I've been drinking these Monacos, the White Can Citrus Rush. It's vodka cocktail. I Most people don't know, I haven't had an energy drink in like 5 years. It burned a hole in my esophagus, so you
Yeah.
should probably just stop doing that. So I don't stop drinking alcohol, and this tastes like a monster,
Okay.
and it just happens to be alcoholic. So it fills my happy spot. I really like them. They're expensive. They're expensive, right? Because I mean, a 4-pack is like $12, where I can get a 12-pack of Bud Light for $12. So, and then if I finish these couple, because you did the grape, I'll do a lime garage beer. So,
Do you like the garage beer?
and I say we have a special guest in
We
house.
do. We have a special guest. So, Skyler, tell everybody a little bit something about yourself and what you're drinking.
I'm a senior in high school, 18, and cold brew coffee. Yeah,
Non-alcoholic cold brew coffee.
unfortunately.
Dude, this kid's already like above me.
Right.
I don't like coffee unless it's in my beer. And B, like,
Same.
dude, these kids are drinking coffee at like 5 years old
They are.
nowadays. Blows my mind. Why you spend on that can of cold brew coffee?
I don't know. His boss bought it.
Yeah.
This boss is a dick. Um,
I mean, both
Yeah.
of them, but yeah.
that's a fact. But no, Don, we love him. Say, no, it's yeah, that's cool. I say step number one, don't buy those. Say life advice. But today, right, he's gonna ask some questions. We're gonna ask questions that he should be asking and try to guide him in what we find to be a correct direction of life. I
Yeah.
guess.
18-year-old got a lot of questions on what comes next.
Right, which is great. You know, I mean, you coach, I coach. Well, you don't anymore.
I'm retired.
Yeah, it's not for long. We're going for that fucking job you sent me today. Coach Nick's gonna nail this one.
You go for it.
You're gonna be my assistant.
I mean, if I don't get that promotion, sure, I'll come help. Just don't tell Yost.
I don't. I will bring a fucking 6-pack of beer over to your house. I think this is how it works, right? 2 6-packs of beer.
No. You invite me over to your
I
house
say, you'll come
with
to
the
my-
beer.
Yeah. and
You get me liquored up, and then I just agree to shit.
yeah, and then have no idea what you did the night before.
That's
and
100% how I got you to be my assistant coach for one season.
yeah, I do. Well, my wife got pregnant, so
I think she was already pregnant.
no, I don't think so. I didn't think we found out until after.
Oh, well, maybe.
Because you had asked me, yeah, I say, and then we found out because I was like, oh shit, I guess this is 1 year and done.
Yeah.
Because I took the father's house job not knowing either.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go do this. So
I got a couple of things I want to hit on before we get into the episode with Skyler.
it's not you, it's us, Skyler. We're gonna take our time.
Yeah, we do that. So I'm pissed off at the fucking Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
Agreed. So I have two things that are pissing me off. One is ownership. So George McCaskey today is sitting there pissing and moaning because all the Lions fans bought all the Bears fans tickets for the Lions-Bears game at Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Here's a fucking idea, asshole. Put a fucking winning team on the field and shut your fucking pie hole.
Yeah,
Cheapest tickets at that fucking park are $100.
that's so cheap for a football game.
Yeah, but those are only if you can get them off Ticketmaster
Right.
because they're like 5 times that anywhere else.
Yeah.
So if you, $100 for shitty seats. So if you have tickets to a shit fucking team who's only won 4 goddamn games, and you can sell that shit to a fan from the other team, by all means, do that shit because it's obvious they don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
We had this talk last week. They don't know us. They don't give a fuck about us.
Nope.
Number 2, this hire for their next head coach is the easiest fucking hire in the world. You drive your ass up to Detroit, you hand the fucking offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, a blank fucking check, and you say you can do anything you want to fucking do. Because here's the deal. If he sucks, he's everyone's pick.
Yep.
He's not just the Bears pick. Everybody that has an opening wants that fucking guy.
Yep.
It reminds me of when the Bears fired Dick after the 92 season, and Dave Wanstead was the hot coordinator at that point, and everybody knew he was going to the Giants.
Yep.
And the Bears ended up getting him. And he was good for like 1 year and then just tragically horrible.
Yep.
But again, you got the number 1 coaching prospect.
Yep.
He didn't work out. I'm not mad about that.
He's a great coordinator, just not a great coach.
Well, I love Ben Johnson. I think he's very innovative. Give that man whatever the fuck he wants. Let him come up here and fix this goddamn bullshit team because they're bullshit right now.
Between you and me, I hope you don't get him.
I hope, because you hope he stays.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I've been on that end too.
Yeah.
I get it. But at the same fucking time, if you're smart, you'll just do what you need to fucking do.
You had mentioned, right? So like we just watched the Lions versus
Minnesota.
And Minnesota supposedly bought $2 million worth of tickets for their, and let their fans go at it. And I had friends there, and they all posted like, "Where are the Minnesota fans?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You spent $2 million bucks."
Mhm.
Like, basically, what happened is those fans bought them. And we're like, "Yeah, fuck it, we can make a shit ton of money by reselling it to Lions fans."
100%.
I mean, I had friends that sold tickets for like $850.
Here's the deal, and I get like long-suffering Lions fans like you.
Yeah,
You could go to a game 2 years ago for
dude, I was
$40.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I was going to preseason games. My friends would give me
Yeah.
the passes because they had,
Yeah.
just go, or $5, right? Because they had to pay a fee or yeah, here, just preseason. And then we'd take regular season tickets for like $30-$40 and you're like, okay. And we sat lower level, right?
Yeah, they were good seats.
Yeah.
They were great. And it's not like it's 50-yard line second row.
Yeah, no, right?
But it's good seats.
I mean, somewhere in the corners type thing. But like,
Yeah.
I say we've watched a game. I spent $19 on beer, per each one.
And people get all pissed off about it, but here's the deal. When you're good, everybody wants to go. So it's going to be a premium. I'm sorry that you're a long-suffering fan. I get it.
Yep.
The first football game I ever watched was Super Bowl 20.
Okay.
They haven't won a fucking Super Bowl since.
Yeah.
So it's been all downhill for me. The one time I've gone to Soldier Field, one time, I went in 2009. I watched them play the Browns. It was the 10th anniversary of Walter Payton's death.
Yeah.
I paid $1,100 for 4 fucking tickets. They were in the lower bowl, but they were in the end zone.
Yeah.
And yeah, they won, but they were a shitty team that
I
year.
say, yeah, I say. That's still, that's a lot of coin. So
those are the 2 things I had Bears-wise that I wanted to piss and moan about. Here's the next thing. So last night, Dawn says to me, or actually yesterday afternoon, she goes, "Hey, if I want to go to House Rules for trivia tonight, would you go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm always good for trivia. I didn't want to leave the house, but I'm always good for trivia." And she goes, "Well, do you want to go alone or you want to invite somebody?" I'm like, let's invite Carlos and Peter, see what they're doing. We'll invite Natalie and Heather. Maybe they're available. And Carlos and Peter took us up on it. Natalie and Heather were busy, which is fine. So we go, and I walk in, and we're sitting there, getting ready to check in, and I see D20s.
Yeah.
And I sent you a picture because I'm like, I got to send this picture to Nick. They're like yay big, and they're $18, $17.99 each. And I say to Dawn, I'm like, God, Nick's D20s are like twice the size. We sell them for 20 or 25.
I don't know.
I think it's 25. That's a great fucking deal.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting there, I'm looking at all the game stuff they sell because this is basically a tabletop gaming bar. So you go in, and like last night was Star Wars card game night. I don't know what it is, but on one side they're playing a Star Wars card game, on the other side they're doing trivia.
Oh shit.
So they're always playing like card games and Dungeons and Dragons. And
there's a Magic the Gathering night.
Yeah, they have all these themed things. And I sent you a text. I'm like, we really need to come in and talk to these people because we could sell dice towers here.
Oh yeah.
So I think you and I need to take a day and get in touch with these people and go talk to them and say, hey, we have these dice towers. I don't know what it takes for us to print a dice tower. Let's say it's $20.
Yeah.
So we'll sell it. I think we sell them here for 30.
Sure.
Okay. So we'll sell them to you for 20. You can sell them for 30, or we'll sell them to you for 15. You can sell them for 30.
Right.
And you're making money. We're making money. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Because again, with us, how you figure out what a 3D print is worth is you take the time that it prints and you multiply it by 2, and then you figure out how much the filament costs, and you add that to it with a markup on the filament.
Right.
So let's say it takes 100 grams of filament. That's, times 0.02 is $2.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is it $2 or is it
Well, I don't know. 0.02
times 100 is 20 cents?
Yeah.
100 is $2.
Okay, so it is $2.
Yep.
And let's say it takes 10 hours to print, so you're at $22.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can sell that, even taking a discount on the printing, let's say you sell it for 17, but somebody else can turn around and sell it for 30, they're making almost 50% on it. So I think you and I need to sit down and figure out what it takes to.
All right. So what do you say? Take the time.
So take the time it takes to print a dice tower.
Okay.
So how
12
long?
hours times 2, 24 hours.
Okay. And how much filament does it take?
320.
So 320 times 0.02.
320 times 0.02
is 640.
Yep.
So 640 plus what was the other number?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 26.
Sorry, 24.
So $30.
Yep.
So it takes you $30 to print that if you're charging $2 an hour on the printer.
Right. If you're, yeah.
So I mean, we could probably still sell that because the filament itself costs $6.
Yeah.
640, I think it was. So even multiplying that by 2, you're at $12.80. So $13 of filament. Let's say you do another 5 for the printing time. You're just cutting that time down because again, there's wear and tear on your machine.
Yep.
So now we're up to $19
Yeah.
If we can sell it for $18 and they can sell it for 30, that might be something that interests them.
Yep.
Or maybe we find a file that doesn't take quite as long.
Right. I was saying that was a really big.
Yeah.
Like that was one of my really.
Yeah, you want the really big ones, you're going
Which
to pay a little
honestly,
more.
it's like
Maybe it's a $40 or $45
Yeah, exactly.
dice tower.
I'm going to be selling it for 40.
I mean, we can turn around and sell that one here.
It's like
for
50.
I mean, we could sell it here for $35
Probably.
and we're getting all of that.
Right.
Whereas if we sell it in a store for half of that, that's all we get is half of it, and the store keeps half of it.
Right.
Because again, Dawn doesn't charge us anything here. Here brings me to another point before we get to Skyler.
Okay.
So I show Chris the Jawas and the Jabba the Hutts that I made.
Okay.
And then I showed him the Lions keychain. And I'm like, you think everything I do is stupid? He goes, I mean, you want my honest opinion? My honest opinion is this isn't fucking Dollar General. This is a rage room. They walk in here and they see all this shit you have, and you have too much shit.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't get paid to work here.
Right.
My payment is I get to put up my 3D shit and people buy it.
Yep. And so, but you're right, and that's it. I mean, you made decent money this year on 3D stuff.
I did. I paid for 2 printers.
Yeah. Right. And me, I mean, I don't know. I finally built myself something.
I was so excited about that. The little razors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things people don't know about me, right? I own a graphics company
Mhm.
or owned it, whatever.
You still own it.
Yeah, right. I still own it. I outgrew my hoodie. I did make myself one hoodie. My wife now wears it. Um, and I did make myself one company shirt.
Okay.
Okay, so in my entire lifetime of my own company, I've made myself two things.
Mhm.
I have sold hundreds of thousands of
Mhm.
things, whatever you'd call it. I don't make myself I never
Yep.
I never do things for myself, right? Because that eats away at my own stuff or whatever. And like I wear plain shirts,
Mhm.
right? The Bucks and Brews. You got this for me.
Yeah.
It goes on, right? My own
Your normal shirt has nothing on it.
nothing, right?
It's just a blue shirt.
It is. Say the one I wore today, just a fucking blue shirt.
Yeah.
Like I don't make myself anything. I just hey, this is how it came. This is what I'm buying, right? I look at shirts all the time, and I mean, we talked about it earlier when I showed you my new card, right? But I made probably 50, $20. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. I made 50 of those shirts, right? My friends, everybody needed them. Never made myself one. I wanted one, right? It's fun, like, but I never make myself one because I was like, when will I actually do this? Like, so I lie. I now made myself another shirt.
Did you?
I
What
did.
is it?
It's a Detroit Lions shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I cheated, right? I got a direct to garment Lions with the line and all that. Cost me $1 on Temu. Put it on my black shirt, and I was like, cool, now I have a shirt that fits me. I didn't go spend $90 on
Right.
a shirt that would actually fit me for Detroit Lions. So I think three things now.
Oh, it's funny because the other night my wife goes, "So who are you figuring out how to root for?" I'm like, "It's easy." She goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I'm rooting for the Lions tonight." She goes, "Why is it easy?" I said, "If the Lions win, the Bears can talk to both coordinators on Wednesday. If the Lions lose, they can't talk to them until they're out of the fucking playoffs.
Right.
So I need the Lions to win so the Bears can fucking talk to Ben Johnson on Wednesday."
Yeah, no, it's but anyway, so that being said, so I have to put it the right. So as today is Tuesday,
Mhm.
I am buying a house officially on Thursday,
Okay. Where?
3 minutes from my house in Jenison.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, like 3 minutes, and so it's just across the street.
How much work?
Uh, the amount of wallpaper that's there that I have to scrape,
That's why you printed this.
so is a shit ton.
You're
So-
scraping it because you don't want to pay somebody.
And you can see my hands, right? Exactly, right?
I know somebody who will work for a decent price that needs money.
Yeah, say send him my way.
I think he's off this weekend.
Send him my way. So,
Do you work this weekend?
Let me check real quick.
say if he knows how to work, I might have some.
I had him come do yard work for me because your guy that you sent
Yeah.
yard work. He great guy,
Yeah,
but
expensive.
he wanted like $1,600 to do the shit I needed done.
Yep.
I said to Skyler, "I'll pay you $15 an hour. Come over and do the shit I want you
Well,
to do."
and that's it, right?
I should have milked that for what it was worth.
I would have found somebody else that would take $15, just so you know.
No, but and that's just it, right? Like in my career, it's finding the right person that's going to do the right job at the
Yeah.
right time, and like I don't have time to sit here and guide and say, like, hey, I need this, this, this. My guy just goes, all right, this is what you want done. Good, I'll make it happen, right? And like,
Yep. You don't want to have conversations.
we were just talking about this. It's funny because I have a kid, just like his, just a little actually older. I think he's 19. Sent me this fucking text message, right? Let me.
I can't wait to hear those.
Well, it's not a big deal. It's fine. But I know his dad really well.
Okay.
And so his dad's like, and we've met before, the kid and I, and I'm trying to find it. Sorry. Oh, here it is. So he sends me a fucking novel.
Oh my God, that's a long. Does he know you don't read?
Well, that's funny, right? And so I just respond with very short answer. He goes with when, right? Like when, right? He responds and this and that. And so come to find out, I ran into his dad or whatever, and I was like, oh, so your son's doing this or whatever. And he's like, yeah. My son looked at me and said, oh yeah, he just sends. Did I do something wrong? He goes, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Nick fucking hates texting. He's like, I was like, dude, I don't need your fucking life.
If you send a fucking novel, he's not going to read
Yeah,
any of it.
Right. All I wanted, like, I will probably ask you questions that are in that This is what I need. This is what I need. This is what I like. Our conversations should be, how old are you?
18.
Do you go to school?
Yes.
Right? Like this is how this fucking conversation. I don't
Are
need
you available this weekend?
right.
Saturday.
There you go.
Right,
That's
like-
all you need to know.
Like, hey, do you want to make money? Yes or no? Right? Like, hey, do you want to come do this? Yes or no? Like, I don't need, hey, I have this house that's over here and I'm thinking in the hallway it needs to do this and I'm thinking I need
You don't want any commentary.
I don't fucking need any of that.
Nope.
I don't care if it's a house. Look, this is what needs to be done. This is how it has to be done. So, say nice. But excuse me. So, right, and it's funny because then he goes, "Oh, I get it," and I
Yeah.
was like, "Because
No,
I'm never gonna
you're an old man.
very much. I'm never gonna read because again, I just want facts.
I
right?
send like 3 text messages to Steve and he calls me.
Yeah,
He goes, I can't do this anymore.
right.
That's you.
Me, exactly. Like if you want something, just bullet point. Right. All I need is the bullet points.
Be straight up.
Yeah.
Who, what, when, where, why.
Yep.
And the who. Hey, you're invited. Where? This location. When? This time. Like right. That's all I fucking need. I don't need anything else. I don't want to. Hey, it's somebody's birthday. Like
You need no commentary. You need no information.
exactly.
Don't
Hey,
beat around
Nick,
the bush. Be straight up.
January 18th, I need you at this place
Yep.
at this time.
Where-
See you there.
Right. And if you need to add wear white, wear black, that's
Right.
that's all I fucking need.
Show up in your birthday suit. You're happy.
Right. Just be that guy. Right. Hey, bring cash for the bar or open bar. Right. Like whatever
Yeah.
it may be. I don't need
Just so you know.
right. I don't need anything else. That's not who I am as a fucking person. Right. The least amount of fucking whatever.
February 1st, we have a
We
event
don't
you need
have
to
a-
do here.
I don't, motherfucker. All right. So that being said, me.
You need to get me all your 3D prints and you need to start
I
fucking
will.
pumping out some shit.
I think I'm good with what I have.
Pump out some more. You have
Really?
time.
I don't, but
Give me some
I-
more dice towers. Give me some
You
more
have-
D20s.
I sent you the picture of what I
You
have.
did. I need more. Give me some dice towers and some
Okay.
D20s.
Yeah.
And maybe some other dice. They had so many dice yesterday at House Rules. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, we could do this.
Trust me, I have enough dice, David. I sent you my 2 boxes.
You did. You're right.
So-
Regular 6-sided dice, yes.
All sets, yeah. So seven, the set of 7. Anyway, so that being said, I got an email today.
Mhm.
The school's about to turn into my fucking mom. Right, ring ring.
Ring,
Anyway, but I get a fucking email today for a tournament, January 18th.
Okay.
I look at my phone and I talk to my whatever, and I was like, hey, we have the Zealand invite on the 18th. My coach goes, I don't have that on my phone. I was like, I don't have it on my schedule. Oh, we're definitely going to that one. So again, 3 fucking things not on my list this year
Yep.
that we're doing. Just blows my mind. Okay. I'm annoyed by it. Anyway,
I think you look at the wrong list.
no, this is the list they fucking gave
No,
me,
you look at
David.
the wrong list. They update that shit online all the time, and you have to go to the online list.
No.
Anyways,
that is not
so-
me. You hand me a fucking paper list
So
like I asked for
we're now 30 minutes into the episode.
without.
Let's get moving on.
Yeah.
So Skyler, you're gonna graduate a little bit here.
High school kid.
Sir, yes, sir.
You had a bunch of questions for me the other day. They were all great. Let's start diving in.
All right.
So, first off, what do you want to do with your life?
That's a great question.
And I'm not talking, hey, what do I do next year? I'm like long term. What do you want to be?
I want to have money and just like,
I want to make
Enjoy.
bank, bro.
I mean, that's all of us.
but like, not too much
All
money
right,
to the
Brandon.
point where I have to like worry about it, but enough money where I can just enjoy myself.
Okay.
Not too much to where you have to worry about it.
So I know you have like 3 or 4 different avenues that you've been talking about. You've been talking about criminal justice.
Yes.
You've been talking about being a recording artist.
Yes.
You've been talking about like acting and shit.
Yeah. I just
So-
talked to Dawn about that last night.
Yeah, I heard all about this.
Oh.
So, like, let's just project. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? What is the thing you really want? Not necessarily what you think will happen, but what is it that you want?
So, best outcome.
Mhm.
I want to own my own house by like 25. Be able to have a vacation.
Fuck
Maybe.
that. Way too long. Go on. I was gonna say.
So,
All right.
but again,
Yeah.
I'm not looking goal oriented. I'm looking at what do you want to do?
Oh, like a
Like,
dream?
yeah, what is your career that like If you ask me my career right now,
Oh,
I would say I want to be a Division One softball coach because I would really love to be a Division One softball
Okay.
coach.
Also, like what my dream job would be.
Yeah,
is it?
what is that?
disagree. See,
What do you mean you disagree?
disagree. I mean, the kid just told me he wants to have bank and do some travel and do it. Why does he have to have a fucking job?
I'm not saying he has to have a job, but you have to have an idea of where you want to go.
Well, but you're
Like, where do you want to go? Are you sitting here saying, "Hey, I want to be in the entertainment field"? Do I want to be in the criminal justice field? I mean, what type of avenue are you looking at? What is
I like
your
it there.
ideal avenue?
I like performing. I like
Okay.
giving people something to enjoy watching.
Okay.
Like,
a stripper.
no.
I mean, you're 18. We're allowed to talk
Maybe.
about this, okay?
You want to be a stripper?
He likes to perform,
Options are
bro.
on the table.
They used to do that at Parkway, dudes,
Yeah.
but they don't anymore.
Do you want to be a magician?
No. I want to like make
I think you just insulted Nick. He's a magician.
No, I
It's
don't need
okay.
everybody else to be
less competition.
one. Say, dude, I don't. Things you should know about me. I don't compete with anybody. I don't give a
Doesn't.
shit. Like, So anyway, yeah, it's lay out your dream life. I mean, honestly, I think like wanting a house, that's huge. So
That's great.
lay out your dream life.
Those things are great. I just kind of want to know what
How
your
like it.
ideal state is.
Okay. I would like to own a house. I would like to own one or two houses, maybe like a vacation home, have a main home in like Georgia and a vacation home in like Florida, and be able to travel there when it's like summer, when it's like summertime.
Sorry, it's just weird to me.
It's like right next to each other.
Yeah.
Why do you need both?
Yeah, so you're traveling 2 minutes. No, it's
Here's a question for you. If you're going to have two homes,
Yeah.
don't you want them in different locales? Like,
No,
again, what do you mean no?
not always. So like me, right?
You like it up here.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Bullshit. You're looking for vacation homes north.
Yeah, of course. Vacation house.
Right? That's what I'm saying. So you like it here,
I don't.
but you do.
I don't like
You want a place in Michigan and you want a place where it's warm.
correct.
That's what I'm saying.
But my
So,
vacation
like in the summer during vacation,
sure.
you want to be up here
Absolutely.
because it's awesome in the summer.
Yep.
But once snow starts to fly, you want to be down south.
I want two different weathers is what you're
Correct.
actually I want the same weather all year.
You
long.
want
Yeah,
summer all year long.
that's kind of it. So okay, so you want but why a vacation house in Florida and a regular house in Georgia?
It's too close.
It's confusing
Okay,
to
so
me.
maybe not like Georgia, but I hate the cold.
But
I
again,
hate Michigan.
like we just said, up here in the summer, you don't like that one, huh?
No, that one's
Austin Brothers.
yeah, that's not my jam.
Milk Route Stout.
It could
Nick
be,
does
it
not
could,
like.
well, it could be because I have a vodka cocktail.
But again, the Welch's grape one that I had yesterday with vodka was so fucking good.
Oh,
So
it's like horrible.
you look at it, you like summers here, right?
Yeah,
Summers here are great.
yeah.
I mean, if you could just be in Michigan from, let's say, May to the end of September.
Memorial to Labor Day.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind being here. Depending, I mean, for the past like 10 years, right? October's been amazing.
I would not be here in April because it's too rainy and wet and cold.
It's yeah, it's not fun.
But it's usually pretty nice until late November.
Lately, yes.
So you could do that and be very happy here.
Yep.
And again, all of us like the warmth.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking for a winter home in the Bahamas or maybe the Virgin Islands, somewhere south in the Caribbean.
Yep.
I want a house there.
Yep.
But summers, I would still want to be here
Okay.
because this place is great.
There's not okay. Like I've been most of the U.S. I can't say all over, right? I have not been to Washington, the state, right? Seattle and things like that, yet.
Caitlin and Dawn loved Seattle.
Right. And so, but I've been in North Dakotas, I've been in the East Coast, I've been in both seasons.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, there's no better place than Michigan in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Granted, it does have a little bit to do with where we live. We're 35 minutes
From the lake.
from Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
I can hop on the sailboat and we can go out. I can
You never invite me on the sailboat.
so you're always welcome.
You say that, but you've never invited me.
Say I can go up into the trees, into the wind, and just enjoy a beautiful night with the stars. Like there's nothing better than Michigan summer.
We have a
right?
listener right now
Yeah.
that is going on a vacation down to the Keys.
Okay.
And
At least it's not the Gulf of America.
before they discuss going to the Keys, their wife goes, "Well, yeah, let's take a vacation to Chicago." Hang on. Chicago in January is fucking cold.
It sucks just
Why do you want to go there? Nobody wants to go there in fucking January.
right now. Champaign, Illinois is getting hit with like 3 fucking feet.
And that's 3.5 hours south.
Yeah. Right. Like
who the fuck wants to be? Nobody wants to go there.
I go there I go there to be inside of different buildings.
When is the soonest you're going to go to Chicago for a break?
My nephew turns 10, like I don't remember, January or March or something like that. So it doesn't matter. My wife takes care of
That's
it. Anyway,
way different. There's like a whole month between those.
yeah,
It's
but
like 3 months.
I don't remember.
between
Maybe
those.
it's May. I don't fucking know. Anyway, when he turns 10, we're taking him to Chicago
Because that's what you do.
yes, so we go to medieval times. So I go to Chicago for medieval times. I go to Chicago for Schaumburg for the mall.
Woodland Mall, yeah.
Yeah, it's a I go to I like IKEA.
I said Woodland, it's Woodfield.
Woodfield, yeah. I say IKEA,
I think
you know,
it's-
things like that. I like Chicago, but like I'm not going
The
every-
next time I know you're going,
Yeah,
because this is outside of the normal,
yeah.
C2E2,
Yeah, exactly.
which is April.
It's right. And
And it might be cold, it might be warm,
but even
but
at
you'll
that,
be inside the whole time.
I say last year because I was fucking annoyed. I paid the extra money. My brother pays for the hotel, but like we didn't book pre-early, so we stayed at the Hilton.
Yeah,
Literally, it's connected. So yeah, we had to walk, but we
I
walked.
think it's a Hyatt.
No, it's a Hilton. Maybe it's a Hyatt.
I think it's a Hyatt.
Does it own the same?
Hyatt's connected, yeah.
Anyway, there's a fucking walkway
Yeah.
to it, and
Yep.
so because I got my Hilton rewards or whatever, and so I was like, great, and so we just walked straight there. I mean, yeah, because I told him I was like, look, it's $250 for this, $350 for this, Uber there and back. That's $40. I was like, honestly, this one has.
Might as well just stay here.
It's like, and he goes, that's fine, and we had such a great time.
Yeah.
There's a bar right here. He stayed up in the room. I
You went to the bar?
I did, right? And
Lucky.
I had a girl who wanted to, made some offers and things like that, but I just wanted to drink my fucking red wine, right?
And Nick said
Um,
no because he loves his wife.
So she asked me, she's like, "Oh, are you what's when you're a solo single, like when you're devoted or whatever? I don't know. I can't think of the word.
When you're solo, single, and devoted.
Well, like like monogamy,
Monogamous?
right?
Yeah.
Are you, and I was like, huh?
Yep.
I was like, look, my wife and I, that's the only thing. She goes, oh, okay. And I was like, I'm not your guy, right? This and that, like
We can sit here and judge dudes together. Let's
right.
do that.
Let's have some fun. But the bartender absolutely loved me. Literally invited me. He's like, hey, you better come back like
Yeah.
tomorrow and this and that. And he's like, we had such a great time. And because he's like, right, again, 6'1". You see me, right? I'm a
Yeah.
fucking pretty beast of a dude.
Yeah, you are.
Right, big bearded fucking man.
Yeah.
And I go to a fucking
You
bar.
look like a man.
Right. And I go to a bar and I was like, hey, can I get I was like, what do you have for red wine? And he's like, and I was like, hey, can I just get a cab? And he's like, absolutely.
I'm just sitting here going, you didn't order the pappy, huh?
No, say no. And right, I drank and I had a couple other things and stuff like I didn't, it was a fun.
Someday you and I will have a pappy together.
I hope so.
I do
Um,
too.
It was just one of those days where just
You're buying.
sit and enjoy. But anyway, so that being said, but like when I go to Chicago, it's for indoor activities,
Yes.
right? Like in the winter.
It's for outdoor activities in the summer because again, it's
I'm
a lot
going-
like Michigan.
Right.
Great.
I'm going to Wrigley. I'm going to Navy Pier.
Yeah.
I'm doing all of that.
Kaminsky Park.
Correct. Oh, I go to Kaminsky way more than I go to fucking Wrigley.
It's so great.
Again, Kaminsky I can buy for $7 fucking dollars. $7.
I think you're
Folks,
overestimating things. You could probably buy a ticket there for $3.
No. I'm letting. We were fucking 6 rows up.
Uh-huh.
6. I bought this on my buddies all went.
Yeah.
6 rows up, $7 tickets.
Yeah, it's cheap as shit.
Right.
Because nobody wants to go to a
Don't
Red Sox
even
game.
fuck- So we had the greatest. Again, I'm not going to go to fucking Wrigley. Like
We're
most of those
going.
things-
We're going to Toronto, aren't we? This year.
you and me, I hope so.
I think
they
so, too.
fucking and Courtney's coming because I absolutely
I offered it to Mike.
yeah. Oh, I hope,
Yeah, I
I hope
can't
he
do-
comes. Yeah. So
So anyways, let's get back to Skyler here because we
No.
went off on another fucking tangent.
sorry, this is what we do.
It
But anyway,
totally is. So
a vacation house. You want it's confusing to me that you want it in the same atmosphere.
yeah,
or-
same
right.
same region.
Yeah.
I like the same scenery, but like different places. I like to be able to.
You want to go to Disney and also in the middle of the woods.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, right.
But again,
Well, I
get,
what do you
get a
like in
vacation
Florida?
house in Florida and then get another vacation house in the Bahamas.
Maybe, but like, what do you want to do in Florida? Like, what's
I feel like Florida would be the vacation house.
okay? What are you gonna do there?
He just wants to hang out with the old people.
I mean,
Are
besides,
you a Disney? Are you a Disney person?
never been, but
Okay. Are you?
Do you like the
a
theme
wa-
parks?
Are you a water person?
yes, I love the theme park.
So he likes
water
theme
park.
parks.
Okay.
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 So he would
There's a
he
lot
would
to
go
do.
to Disney.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah. Because like when my family goes, we have gone to Disney once or whatever. But like I go to SeaWorld, I go to Aquatica, I do all the things that you like to do, and because it's off season in December,
By the way,
it's so cheap.
I'm a Star Wars fan, so
Yeah.
I love Hollywood Studios, but the best Disney park, Wild Kingdom.
Oh man, we got to do Epcot sometime.
I do love Epcot. But
I've never been.
the Wild King with the animals
Hollywood Studios
is the best.
Is that the one I went to? I went to Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Land.
that's that. No, Harry Potter, I think is Universal.
I went to Universal. That's where I went. I don't even know if that's Disney,
No,
but
they're
okay.
different.
So I
Comcast owns them.
I have not been to Disney.
Okay.
So right, I thought I had, and apparently I've been corrected.
Yes,
There was Star Wars people, I swear to God, walking around. But anyway, there was Spider-Man and this and that, and maybe there wasn't.
Spider-Man at Universal. Yes,
Maybe there wasn't Star Wars people. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid.
you might be.
Yeah.
But and there was 50 Cent fucking Wolverine. Just their costumes were trash.
That- Again, that's not Disney.
Oh, okay, I can see this. Anyway, but yeah, Harry Potter was very fun. We went, but so all right, so theme parks are. I get that. So like, why not theme park? So you want to do multiple theme parks down there, but like
Yes.
instead of doing Sandusky, Ohio, America's roller coaster.
Hang on, let's go back to that for a minute though. So you like theme parks?
Yes.
You don't like Ohio? Like I hate Ohio. It's stupid.
Yeah, fuck
I
Ohio.
don't
But-
think I've ever been to.
So like
They're
they
going
have
to Cedar
they have
Point?
Cedar Point and Kings Island like driving distance from each other.
Wait. Okay, first of all, David, just stop. Kings Island?
I've never been there.
Why would anybody go there?
I have no fucking idea. I don't go to that shit. I will not ride a roller coaster.
Yeah, but you'll ride a train.
What? Like stays on the ground and goes around and around? Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's what Cedar Point's all about, baby.
I've never been there either.
Oh, you're missing out on
You know where
life.
I've gone?
Hawaii.
6 times.
Right.
You lucky.
I meant around here.
Michigan's Adventure?
Correct.
Yeah, which is okay. And Cedar Point's just Michigan's Adventure on crack, and it is America's rock and
I mean,
coast.
they own that and they now own Six Flags.
Yeah,
Which is
so.
fucking crazy.
So okay. See, and then what do you like in Georgia? Just the weather?
I mean, yeah, it's not a lot going on in the right. If you can choose a good space, there's not a lot going on. I like to be away from people sometimes.
So he doesn't want to be anywhere near Atlanta.
Sometimes.
Oh nah, yeah, no, we ain't doing that.
Okay, I mean, let's say I can see Tennessee.
He wants to be with the hill people.
Yeah, it's so like Kentucky, Tennessee.
They have like 3 teeth.
Yeah, it happens. We've all been there.
I have not been there.
You and I can get along. I get this. David doesn't understand us.
Us normal folk.
Right.
I mean, I'm missing a couple teeth, but I like people with most of them.
Wow, dude, those are the fucking true people. Like they think of life.
True people, my ass.
They think of life so differently.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you know what?
It's not good.
I can get by. Be all right. I'm gonna. Hey, what the hell are you doing building that PlayStation? I can build you a TV out of this wood, right? Yeah. So that's I get it. So being away from people, I have the same want. That's why I like Michigan because I can just go and
Yeah.
be away for a second.
Yeah, you
Where
just
we
drive
are,
an hour
like,
north
a
and
nice,
nobody's
like,
there.
We're in like a nice in between area for stuff.
I can't. I can't. So everybody asks me if you like to be so far, and I have a little bit of income. Why don't you live in like Hesperia or
Yeah.
something? Why don't I live where a place like,
Fremont.
right 50 acres for fucking nothing, right?
Yeah.
I need to be next to a Meijer, next to a Walmart,
Convenience.
I very much like, because, right? I mean, if I make tacos at home, there's a 95% chance,
You
like
forgot sour cream.
sour cream, right? Cheese. The fucking taco seasoning that we thought we had in the cupboard is not there.
Yeah, you
Now I'm
need,
making
you need to
tacos.
run someplace, and you can't be 45 minutes away.
Right.
It
And
needs to be 2 minutes down the road.
you seen it, right?
Yeah.
I got here today. I sat in the chair and I just put my head back, and
Yeah.
David's like, "Oh, Ben, you're fucking exhausted." And I was like, "Dude, like that's what I
Mhm.
live my life just running." And so I need that ability to just be like,
Get away.
right? Like it's funny because I live next to a family fair and a Meijer,
Yeah, you're close to both.
and we talk so much shit about how expensive family fair is. But I will tell you, when I forget my sour cream, I don't give a fuck in the cost. Family fair
Family
is
Fair is closer.
a 3/4 of a mile.
Mm.
Meijer is
You
1.1
could hit a
mile.
softball to Family Fair.
I can hit right
You
exactly.
could hit a golf ball to Meijer.
Exactly. But also, I know that Meijer is much bigger than a family fair.
Mhm.
I know if I'm walking in, I'm taking 150 steps to get to the back of Meijer because the
Yeah.
sour cream's in the fucking back right corner. I can literally tell you where it is.
Yep.
I walk into family fair. I'm 50 steps. I'm already at the back of it. I've got my sour cream and I'm walking back up front.
Yep.
Like it is a much shorter walk. It is much whatever. It's just faster for me, right? Sure, I paid double the price. I don't give a shit at this moment.
We did this the other day. We forgot salsa for the chili.
Yeah.
And Don's like, well, I'll go get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, fuck it. I'll just run over to Family
Family
Fair.
fair.
So I ran over to Family Fair. I got some salsa. I got some tortilla chips because maybe I want some salsa with tortilla chips.
Absolutely.
I got some of the cheese puffs from Chester's.
Oh, yeah, the best kind.
They're great. They're up to $3 a bag now.
Does somebody buy them?
Yeah, Cheetos.
Okay.
They just charge more for them now because you can.
Ah,
So I spent like $19 on shit that I didn't fucking need.
right. But
But I got the salsa I needed for the chili.
it was convenient,
It was.
and that's it.
It's right across the fucking road.
Yep.
Instead of driving 8 minutes to Meijer.
There. You know what? I live. Okay, so again, 3/4 of a mile is
Mhm.
fair. There's a speedway between
Yeah.
me and. If I need a bag of Doritos,
You're going to Speedway.
I'm going to Speedway.
Yeah.
It's $5.50. I don't care if it's 2 for $4 at fucking Meijer. $5.50 is what
Yep.
the fuck I'm paying. Because you know what? I
You
need
just
those-
want to get it done now.
Absolutely. I don't have
Mhm.
fucking time to sit here and play with this game, right? I don't care. It's
Totally
not
agree.
in my life, and I piss away more than $3 every day of
Uh-huh.
my life, right? So, sorry, back to you. Okay, so you just want seclusion.
We're
plus,
15 minutes in. I don't think we've gotten anywhere yet.
plus you want a fun environment of life.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So
He's 18. Who doesn't want fun when they're 18? Do you remember 18?
I
It
do.
was like 45 years ago for you.
Oh God, I was not with my wife. I don't know. Anyway,
I didn't know my wife at 18.
like we went to Cedar Point. We went to Cedar Point every other weekend.
Mhm.
When I was like 18, 19 years old. Because it was cheap. We bought a season pass for $110 back in the day, and the gas money was, $30, and we would put a tent up and camp at the campground for $20 a night. So, $200, and we got ourselves an entire fucking vacation, right? And
Shoot.
that was for the first week, and then the second week would only cost me, again, $50. So it was nice.
You just do that over and over.
Constantly. I ran a power inverter in my car to bring the Nintendo Wii.
That's not a
And,
vacation for me, just so you know.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's say, but we were broke, so it did make me buy a motorcycle. But anyway, that's another day. So all right, you want two houses, one for vacationing, for fun, one to live in and be away from
Yes.
life. Okay, what else?
What do you mean?
Like, what else do you want out of life?
It's a great question.
Do you want to work?
I mean, no, but you gotta do
Okay.
what you gotta do.
Oh,
Again, if you can find something that you enjoy doing, it's not work. So, like, I work a full-time job for a very stable company
mhm.
that employs more people than anybody else in this state, and it's fine. I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
But where I get the most pleasure
It's on the softball field.
is either on the softball field or at break room therapy. Because again, at both, I'm helping people.
Link in the description below.
And at the end, at the end of the day, right. At the end of the day, I love helping people. So whether it's teaching them how to be better people on a softball field or whether it's, helping them get through their trials and tribulations at break room,
Yep.
I'm happy either way because again, that fulfills that emotional bucket of mine.
Yep.
Whereas my full-time job that pays me to live, it doesn't necessarily fill an emotional bucket. It's not necessarily important. I mean, it is for somebody,
You need
but
it
for
to
most
survive.
people, yeah, for most people, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And I don't think enough people have the right read on those things. So, like, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor.
Mhm.
Nothing I do is life and death. So, if my shit doesn't get done for a week, bills still get paid,
Right.
people still get services, nothing really matters. And that's not to minimize what I do, but that's the honest to God's truth. I mean, the shit that I do doesn't stop the machine from working.
Right. Just because you stop, you have to do work because something has to get done,
Correct.
but it doesn't have to be done yesterday.
Immediate.
Right. As long as it gets done, everybody's happy.
Right. And in my career, right, the faster something gets done, the more money I make. Right. And that's the difference, right? Like you don't make any more, your company doesn't make more money.
No.
It gets your deployment of file number 1 is guaranteed to deploy April 1st.
That's
It
right.
doesn't matter how fast you get it done, as long as it's done by April 1st. Yeah, a lot of grape.
A lot of sour.
Oh, I'm gonna smell it.
Go ahead.
Should I?
Smell. I don't think it's that overly grape. I get more blueberry than I do grape.
I'm so sorry I did that.
Nick might throw up now.
Oh, dude, you're good. Oh my God.
Drink some garage beer.
Holy shit, dude.
Because you like the Kelsey
He
brothers.
said okay, guys, you're right.
It's
not,
way more blueberry than grape.
no, sir. Sure, whatever you want to tell
It's
yourself.
tart. Either way.
Hold up. So if I
Ugh.
that
No, doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. No, trust me. Doesn't bother me not one bit. But okay, so if you had to have a job, what would it be?
performing, like
You'd perform.
yeah.
Okay, so why criminal justice?
Well, that's kind of like the realistic. But if I get what I want, it would be performing. But I also like helping people.
Performing what?
Wicca
Music.
DJ?
So music.
Yes.
So have you sent my I'm really good friends with Steve Aoki. Benny Hanna's boy?
No, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So have you sent him an email?
No, I don't. I mean, I just write my stuff and have maybe a couple of things recorded, but
Okay.
Where do you record?
it's all on my computer at home.
But again, we know somebody
I asked you about it.
that has a tiny ass recording studio.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh, we do.
We do.
Who has made the Bucks and Brews?
He might have made the greatest theme song ever.
You dialed
Is this
into
the-
Bucks and Brews.
Is this the one that I've met a couple of times?
You've met him plenty of times.
You met him plenty. He works here.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
The Star Wars Chris.
Yeah. So anyway, you want to be a performing artist,
Slide bass Bobby.
DJ Guido.
Oh, they don't talk no more.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It is.
Anyway, so you want to perform.
Yes.
Okay. So,
I mean, he kind of got the Eminem look going there.
but no,
I got the hat right behind me.
You do, I know.
Do you want to rap, sing, or do you want to what's your genre of music?
I like
mean,
hip hop in just general.
Okay, so you have a Lil Wayne shirt on right now.
Yeah.
Little Wheezy. I love Lil Wayne. Okay, things that people don't know about me. Right? He's down like the economy, baby. That's what I tell people all the time. Lil Wayne has I love one like one hit lyrics, right? Like things like that. I can't say one hit, but like
I'm more into the classics.
Like early 90s kind
Yeah,
of
give me
rap.
Dre, give me
Sure.
Snoop,
That's what I am.
give me some NWA, give me some Ice-T.
there you
Love
go.
me some
I
fucking
can't say that's
Ice-T.
what I am. That's what I like.
It's good stuff, but like I would say, but like I don't know, Lil Wayne though, man.
I'm not hating on Lil
for
Wayne.
a second I couldn't do it, but then all of a sudden I started listening. Like
You heard when you started hearing.
one of my favorite songs is Grills, which isn't Lil Wayne, but like Grills, right? Like
Okay.
I got a bill in my mouth like I'm Hillary Rodham, right? Like
You like hearing like
Right,
the
exactly.
double entendre, stuff like that.
I got my mouth looking something like a crystal ball, and I'm like, dude, this is my song.
I just know I'm the method man to the eye candy's old dirty bastard.
I could see that. So, all right, so you want to be a rapper. So you want to be a rock superstar and live large? No?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, okay, so that's what you'd want to do.
Yes,
In an ideal world.
exactly.
So, all right, and then so we have a job, we have housing wants, and what else? You want a wife? You want kids? You want anything like that?
No kids. I could go with a significant other. I could do
Okay.
that.
Girlfriend, whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
so but you don't want another generation.
I couldn't say that. I could say I don't want it, but if
Currently.
it happens, it happens.
Okay.
I'm not
Like
complaining.
right now, you're not interested in
No.
kids
Let's
because
be
you're
honest.
18 and don't give a
I
fuck.
was 18.
Fuck.
I was 18 and I didn't want a kid when I was 18,
Yeah.
right? I knew that someday I could see myself having them.
Yeah.
I was more of a mature younger
Let me
kid.
ask you something.
Yeah.
Is there any better job you've had in your life than being a dad?
No.
Me either.
Like there's not it is the most rewarding and also self hating job.
It
Just
by far the best thing I ever did was becoming a dad.
yeah. So, but like it's not for everybody, and I understand.
It's not.
Like,
It's absolutely
I have
not.
friends that don't have them, don't want them, want nothing to do with it, and I appreciate that because I think that if you're going to be a father or a mother, this is my belief. I think that
You should want it.
exactly
100% you should
I
want
think
it.
I think this is a thing you should put effort
Mhm.
into,
There was
right?
this saying I heard. I don't know who said it. It was a long. Not
Probably
good.
was it good or bad?
It was good.
It was probably Nick Watkins. So
I
that's what
doubt that.
It was all kids deserve parents, not all parents deserve kids.
That's
Correct.
absolutely it. sir.
100%.
And it's
Um,
just like it's a fact.
I mean, you're an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
You probably have friends and know people that their parents are ass.
Yeah.
So I'm a 47-year-old. I know people that have kids that they're ass and they just shouldn't be fucking parents.
Yeah.
And you feel bad for those kids.
yeah.
But it's not like you can do much.
I mean, you can't. So what you do is you just try to fill in where is needed.
So, all right, years from now, you want to be performing because, like, honestly, like to me, it's very hard. Okay, so we're gonna talk about, and I mean this in no disrespect to people. You have two choices, right?
Okay.
You could be, Eminem we talked about, or Kanye and what the fuck's her name? Is it
Kim
Ka-
Kardashian.
is it Kanye and
I mean,
Kardashian?
they-
No, it's a Beyonce. No, who's
it's
Beyonce?
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Beyonce and
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, yeah.
Sure. Okay. So like when they're out performing, when they're doing whatever, like they're not with their kids, and like when they're
Mm.
younger. So yes, okay, they've given them a life that none of us could ever understand. Like they can pay for anything. They can pay for babysitters. They can pay for this. They
Yeah.
can pay for all that. But you're not the one making the impact on the life. They're gonna see some random stuff, and they're gonna see day to day. But like to David and I, right, we're there every day whenever we can. Granted, we take our time to come here and do this, but like it is
Yeah, but we're impressing ourselves on our kids.
very much. It's
Oh
funny.
my God. So
My buddy texted me the other day, and he's like, "Oh, I feel like a failure and a piece of shit." I was like, "Why? What's up?" And he's like, "Dude," he goes, "It's awesome that Emerson wants fucking two houses." And he goes, "Here I am living fucking one house and feel." And I was like, "She said she wants two houses?"
yeah.
I was like, "Dude, she never said that to me, like ever in my." And she goes, "Yeah, I want somebody else to pay for my shit." And I was like, "Fucking there you go, baby!" Like,
So
dude, like it made me so happy. I was
I,
like,
I get a text this morning from my daughter.
Yeah.
She sends it to me, Christy, and Dunn. She's like, hey, every day I got tips. I wrote down in my spreadsheet what I made. And in the last week, I made $130. And I'm sitting there going, wait.
"You used a
You
spreadsheet?"
wrote down what you made in your fucking spreadsheet?
Yes.
It's not the money.
Right?
It's the fact that she took the time to write down in the spreadsheet
Yeah.
what she made. And I'm sitting there
That's
going,
very David.
that's my fucking kid right there.
So we're not judging any answers that you
No.
give us.
Yeah.
We're just trying to figure out where
Trying
life
to
is.
trying to understand.
Right, 100%. So, okay, you want to be a performer. You criminal justice because you feel it's the
It's
safe
the
option.
fallback.
Yeah. I want to say safe. I do like going out. I I like fighting, but I also like helping people. I like that middle ground because obviously, if you're a cop, it doesn't mean you can just go around beating people's ass. But like,
It kind of does mean that.
I mean,
yes, but
They do a lot of
And
that.
today-
not say for no reason.
no, but like, okay, so like, but right, I mean, you want to protect and serve, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, so you want to be the good guy and do it in the legal way.
Exactly.
So I absolutely get it. I wanted to be a cop when I was younger as well. So, then all of a sudden, I get out of shape even more than I was, and then
You don't say.
but no, I just, you know what? And I knew what cops made. And I said,
Yeah.
yeah, like, and when you start out, you have to
$18 an hour.
you got to be a third shifter.
67 grand a year.
Most of them had to start out fucking third shift, and I was like, I just don't want this lifestyle, man. Um, things like I grew up very poor, right? So the military was an option for me, and I was like, fuck, I'm so out of shape, like I can never do this. And then I talked to recruiters, and like, we'll get you into shape, we'll do this. Well, I was like, yeah,
No, fuck that.
I don't want it, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so okay, and then what else? What else you got for where you want to be?
So we have some different avenues when it comes to jobs and stuff. So I'm going to ask you this. Ideally, you're 28 now.
Okay.
What would you like your life to be when you're 28? Not necessarily what you think will happen, but ideally,
Dream.
where would you want to be? Right.
Okay. In the backyard of my Florida home, laying out by the pool and just relaxing, not having to worry about nothing.
Okay, so like it bothers me, but that's fine.
What specifically?
Just the idea of what he wants to do. So, right, like you want to do whatever to me, it sounds like you want to do whatever you want, right? Like that's just lay
Yeah, I
around.
mean,
But like
Do what I want when I want.
when you're a performer, the only way you make money is
It's
to
perform.
perform.
Yeah.
Right? Like, are you willing to travel every single, right? I just watched a video of Mike Rowe. Do you know who he is by chance?
It's the dirty jobs
Dirty
guy.
Jobs. He also did something during COVID that I thought was the most amazing human being. Anyway, so let's call him a TV star kind of a thing, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's go with Taylor Swift.
All right.
You know who she is, right?
Everyone knows.
Okay, well, she just got done with a 2-year tour.
Yeah.
Okay, she owns 8 fucking mansions, I think, or
She's worth
something
like
like
$1 billion too.
1.1. Let's not
Yeah.
fucking sell her short.
Yeah.
It's $1.1 billion. Okay.
She dates a
Billion.
football player who does not have a tenth of her wealth.
Not even a tenth.
No.
Not even like, let's be clear about this, okay? Fuckface McGee, who I'm jealous of, he has a net worth of 30 million bucks.
And let's not call them that because we would love to have them on our show.
Absolutely. No, I'm just jealous of him.
I love Jason and
Right.
Travis.
But anyway, so right, $30 million, which to you is a shit.
That's a lot of money.
To me, it's a shit. But like Taylor Swift is $1.1 billion. This woman was performing, flew to see his game on her private fucking jet,
And then flew back to the next concert to
flew back,
perform.
right? Like when you have an ability to sleep on your own plane in the bed that you want, in the privacy of life, you fucking made it in this world,
Yeah.
right? Like, so, granted, she doesn't have a kid. I respect, like, I don't know if she wants
I mean,
them.
I think she has like 8 or 9, but they're all cats.
Say, really?
She's a woman after my own
a
heart.
bunch of cats?
She has a ton of cats.
Okay.
She's a crazy cat lady.
Oh,
I love her so much.
Anyway, but are you fine with being gone 220 nights, so 3/4 of a year?
I mean, right now it doesn't sound terrible.
Okay,
But
but
again,
I mean, right? Like,
what I want right now.
well, I mean, what's the longest you've ever been gone from home?
2 months.
2 months. What'd you do?
We went down to Florida and visited my grandpa, my grandpa.
Did you get bored?
Yeah,
Did you miss home?
a little bit, but it wasn't.
Right, it's 2 months, so we still have another 8 months that you have to be gone. Right? I mean, if let's just say 7 months. So you're only going to be home. And the problem is when you're home, it's only going to be for a very short period of time.
Yeah, you're home for 3 days,
Kind of a thing.
and
So
then you're going out again.
is that a lifestyle that you want?
Yeah.
Okay. So, right. I mean, but like, that's a fair question, right? Because like,
Yeah.
I thought when I was younger, right, I was going to go into sales and I'm going to travel and the company's going to pay me to go here to here to here. But now, like, I've gone to like bowling and I'm gone for a week and I'm like, fuck, I miss home. And then I went from bowling to another thing. And then I went home and just that time I was like,
Let
I'm
me
done. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be home. Right. And it was
let
like,
me ask this question.
yeah,
Let's say Courtney and Emerson are not an issue.
yeah,
They're just like they don't exist.
yeah.
Would you travel?
No.
Why?
Ah, I'd pinch every goddamn penny of life and be done.
Really?
Absolutely.
I'd be all the fucking over.
No, but without Courtney, I wouldn't do the things I've done.
Which things?
Travel, life.
So she's kind of a catalyst for all of that.
He forces me to spend money.
I get that.
Right. I mean, right.
So
Like, dude, without me and your wife, you would have never once left the country.
So I'm talking to Osborne the other day.
Yeah.
Osborne's one of our listeners, and we know him from coaching and shit. And they're taking a trip to Key Largo.
Okay.
And we're talking, and of course, he had a really bad accident a few months ago,
Okay.
where he drove his truck into the woods, and it was really bad.
Sure.
So he's got to start work in a couple weeks now. And he said to his wife, "I think we should just take a trip." And she's like, "No, I don't think I can go away." And he goes, "Yeah, we haven't taken a trip since our honeymoon, so I think we just need to go."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, something happened with you. You damn near died. And when you damn near die, you go, I think I should go do some shit now."
Life is different. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't start traveling until I damn near died. I almost died. Now I've been on like 4 cruises.
We talk about it. Like, if we go back and look at the original episodes, right?
Mhm.
I mean, there's me telling David, "Hey, dude, you need to go to an all
Take a trip.
You need to go to this. You
Do
need
this, do that.
You need to see
Go
the-
somewhere.
You need to see the world." Nope, nope, nope. We're going to Hawaii. Nope, nope, nope. David, you spent $6,000 in Hawaii. I spent fucking
$8.
$1,000, and I had just as good of a time, if not better than you. Nope, 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 nope. And then all of a sudden, we're on a cruise. We're going on another cruise. We're on another cruise.
Nick, you want to go on a cruise with us?
Yeah, right. Like, but David doesn't understand how I vacation, right? Nick vacation is
Nick vacation sucks.
there's well this vac you got you. So the problem is the vacation that you would hate of me is the drunken like if I could actually relax, all I would do is just drink my life
You
away.
could have relaxed and we would have had a great time.
Oh, I didn't relax
But you did not relax.
because I was
And then you
working.
started throwing you started throwing fucking food in your wife's boobs.
You're welcome.
Kobe.
Not I'm welcome.
But that's me. That's me on vacation, right? Like I will. One time that was me relaxed though.
And then your fucking wife is pissed at me the entire fucking time. And she goes, "Well, you get drunk all the time and you don't see an issue with it." And I'm like, I don't throw shit in my wife's tits. Okay.
You just fall and break everything.
That might be, but I don't throw shit at her tits.
Or throw coasters.
I only throw coasters at Chloe.
So, but anyway, all right. So you want to do this, and then you said earlier you want to make a bunch of money to be able to afford what you have, but not enough or not too much money.
That causes problems.
Problems for who?
What are problems?
Because if you have a lot of money, people are going to want money from you.
If
Like-
you have a little bit of money, people are going to want money from you.
Yeah, but like people you don't know aren't going to be that kind of person.
You want to bet?
Let me
I
be
can't
clear
speak on
about
that.
some things, sir. You are 18. You have not lived the life of having $17 to rub together. Okay, you're in high school.
Okay.
Good. You don't. Do you have a bunch of friends? There's no wrong answer.
I mean, a couple.
You have a couple. Nobody else has hit you up for a buck. Hey man, let me get this out of the vending machine.
Occasionally.
Exactly, right? So they know that you have a job and you work here, you do whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
They don't have the ability to fucking get that dollar. They'd rather borrow it from you. I'll pay you back. Hey, I got you. Right? When you get money, and let's say right now, right? I mean, in high school, it's $100 or less. And let me get $40 for these tickets to the fucking thing, right?
Hell.
Well, but that's the thing. Like that's the thing that happens. Now when you get to the next level, right? Hey man, I can't afford fucking gas in my car. Can I get 20 bucks? Now you get to the next level. Hey man, I can't afford my fucking rent payment. I only got 550. I need fucking another 550. You got that? People will always ask. People anybody that knows that you have a dollar, people that know that you have your shit together will always ask for some type of money. And let's be clear about that. No matter if you have $1 billion or you have $2, you have $2 more than their negative 20.
So
Right.
you've been here for a couple minutes, right?
About a little over 2 years.
So
Oh shit.
Yeah.
the amount of people when we open this place and even into year 2, 3, 4 that are like, hey, you got a business. I want to come break shit. You're gonna let me do that for free, right? I'm running a business. No, I'm not gonna let you do that for
We can
free.
be friends, but it doesn't mean that I'm.
But there are so many people that are close
But
to us that will say, yeah, but we're bros, right? Or they'll call Don and they'll be like, you're my best friend. Why are you charging me? It should just be free. Nick, how many times you broke shit here?
a few now. Yeah.
How many discounts did you ask for?
None. Say none.
Did you get shit sent to you sometimes?
Oh yeah.
You didn't with the big group with Charlie.
We didn't get anything for free there?
I don't think you did.
Oh.
But when you and Courtney came in,
Yeah. You texted me right back and you're like, hey, there's a printer in there for you guys.
there's a printer in there
Yeah.
for you, and I gave you a guitar.
Oh, that's right, because I wanted to smash the guitar.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
It
No,
did kind of suck.
Right, because I wanted an acoustic guitar and David gave me a plastic one, the handle flew off, and I was like, it's not
It's what I had.
right, it's fine, but like I like you have that dream built of what you want
Yeah.
to see.
You want to see it explode.
Exactly, right?
And it doesn't.
And this just did. And I was like, okay, like I want this
Expectation versus
picture perfect fucking reality. I'm gonna bring my own acoustic
How much
guitar.
did you ask me for free?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I just sent you a text that says, "Hey, you got this availability?
Yeah.
Yup, great. This time, book us, make it happen.
So
I'll pay you. I even probably said I'll pay you when I get there.
So
cool.
show friend
Yeah.
Adam,
Oh yeah.
Real Word Side Hustle,
Yeah.
the tent guy.
The tent guy.
The tent guy, he's great.
Yeah.
We love Adam to death. So we had Adam on the show, and we said to him, "So how do you handle people that want discounts?" And Adam goes, "If you ask me for a discount, you're not getting a discount.
Yep.
But if you never bring it up, probably going to give you a discount."
Yep.
And that's kind of how it works, because people will sit there and say, "Well, you own a business, so it should just be free for me because we're tight, right?
Well, and that's how
You like me, right?"
Now I feel like a dick for asking me to use my discount when I fucking came in.
No, dude, you're
You're an employee. It's a little different.
You're giving something you're giving time and energy. These people like me, I don't give a damn thing to this place.
I
Right?
mean, if you sit there and we're like, "Yeah, Skyler, we'll give you a discount because you're an employee, not a big deal," and then you get done with your session and we go, "Hey, dude, go clean that," you're gonna go clean it
Yeah.
because you work here,
Right.
and that doesn't cost us any extra. Now, typically, we don't make you go clean it,
Yeah.
but we don't mind giving you guys a discount because you work here and you work your ass off, and that's
You've
just
earned
part of the perk.
Right.
Whereas if you're just a friend of ours and you just want shit for free, I'm not interested in giving you shit for free. If you're a friend of mine and you don't ask me for a fucking discount, I'm gonna give you some shit for free.
Well, and that's like Mike, right? Like I would assume Benson, right, who's
Yeah.
worked here multiple times. If he goes, "Hey, I'd like to blow off some steam," I guarantee his should be free.
Free.
He's worked so many multiple things for free. If you ask me,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he
he'll-
didn't take
and
any
the problem is
that one time.
exactly.
No, he doesn't.
And the
Yeah.
problem is he'll be like, "No, I'll pay for it." No, dude, like you've done so much, right? Like never in my life. So that's how things work.
Jim, when he comes in, we're like, "Hey, dude, Jim will not book through us anymore because we'll give him a discount because he's worked here for free. So he books online."
Dick.
And then we see it and we're like, "Why didn't you book through us?" And he goes, "No, you're gonna give me a discount. I don't want a discount."
Mhm. But I mean, right, Jim, and that's how things work, right? Like I don't ever expect a discount. I don't. Again, we just book, and it's funny because like I've never booked with you guys. Granted, I have with me and Courtney, my groups that I brought in.
Yeah.
A few groups.
You never say a fucking thing. I think you're right. I think Charlie got something for free because he mentioned your name.
Oh, maybe. And then my buddy G, right? Right? I was like, hey, just fucking go do this. And I've been with a few groups and I'm sitting here just going, like, you book it, you do this. I'm going to pay my amount of money. I'm just an average person that
Yeah.
happens to know you, but I don't expect a
And
goddamn.
you're probably going to get something because you do know us and you never asked.
Like I'm just gonna walk in and be like, oh, and David's gonna be like, I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. I got this, right? Like, but like I don't
But
care.
at the same
You don't
time,
expect
so
that to happen.
when Nick came in with Charlie's group,
Yeah.
we had one of those overhead projectors on the floor, and it was let's say it was $60.
All right.
He worked so hard to try and get them to buy that fucking $60 projector. It was unfucking real. He's like, you guys, you know, you want to break this, right?
Yeah.
They're like, we kind of do, and he's like, it's only $60. I think you should buy it and break it. He worked for like 20 of the 25 minutes they had in the fucking session, and they didn't end up buying it. But I knew Nick worked so hard to get them to buy it. I was a happy guy.
I just like spending their money because they're
Yeah.
just rich assholes. It's more fun for me.
Damn.
But like right, and like I was like, oh hey, we're gonna buy this entire bottle of bottles, and Dawn's like, no, you can buy. I was like, we're gonna take the whole fucking thing, and she's like, no, we don't have extra. And I was like, all right, never mind. We'll just not do this bottle.
Well, it's funny because Nick is of the opinion that if it's in the room, we get to break it.
Mhm.
And you know as well as I do, Skyler, if it's in the room, that does not mean you get to break it because you're not breaking the fucking Sharpie, you're not breaking the fucking bucket.
Exactly.
Nick has said to me before, no, the bucket's in the room, I get to break it.
Mhm.
So I did room instruction with them, and I walked in the room. I said, listen, you are not allowed to break my crate. If you break my fucking crate, I'm charging him $50 for it. And he looked at everybody in the room, and he goes, don't you break that fucking crate. I will beat the shit out of you if you break that fucking crate.
And so all of them wanted to break the crate because of that, right?
Yeah.
They all want to spend my money, which is fun. So, all right, criminal justice because you have a passion.
It's a fallback, yeah.
For a thing. All right. So my question is, what are you doing currently with your rap game? And how else do you word that?
I mean, that's right. I mean, there's no wrong way to say it. Like,
Yeah, where are you right
Where
now?
are you with your performing?
nowhere. It's all just in my bedroom, writing on notebooks or in my phone.
Okay, so why not TikTok?
I guess I didn't really think about it.
Have you? God? I love the guy so much. What's his name? You give him 3 words and he
Does a whole like freestyle on it.
Yeah, what's his name? I can't think of it. Anyway, Harry Mack. So why aren't you doing things like Harry Mack?
I can't freestyle like that.
Okay, but you can create a rap and a full song and lyrics and things like that.
Yeah, it takes a minute, but yeah.
Yeah, but like
Do you have TikTok?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
hop on TikTok and lay some shit down?
well, because he'll pre-record it and be able to put the whole song
Yeah,
on.
I could.
So why isn't your stuff on? And I'm horrible. Why isn't it on Spotify or iTunes or like why aren't your tracks out there?
I guess I haven't really took the time to actually figure out how to do it.
Why?
I don't know. I just haven't thought about it.
Do,
Like
do you know people that could help with that?
I mean, Chris,
Yeah.
but
Chris has put out several songs.
Several. I think he has albums.
He does on iTunes and Amazon and all that shit. So, of course, MLVC broke up,
Yeah,
but he put a new album out. He did.
he did.
He did, yes.
So he's
I was oh, my
he's
bad.
following. No, you're good. He's following his dreams, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't you? Are your dreams not big enough?
I think
Do you not believe in them long? All right, let me ask you a question. Do you live with your parents?
yes.
Okay. What do your parents think about you becoming a star?
I talk to mom. I say something like occasionally to mom, but it's not like she's opposed to it. I don't think she's not I don't think she expects it to happen, but I also think she's not over here trying to be like it's not gonna happen. Like I don't see she's not saying like you
She's not
can't be
against
shit.
it.
Exactly.
So do you truly believe that you can become something successful?
Yes.
You do.
So let me ask this.
I think if I put in the work, yes.
So you obviously do know Chris because you've worked with him.
Yeah. I like Chris. He's funny.
He's great, right? So
So straight up.
I asked Dawn this today. I'm like, couldn't Chris just have people come and pay for recording in his studio that he has? Because I've been in the house. I helped him set up the computer and shit. And she goes, he won't do that because he doesn't know people. But he knows you. So why aren't we reaching out to Chris and saying, hey, Chris, I really want to be a rapper. And you kind of know a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Can I come over? And I know you don't have a car yet, but
Yeah,
can I
that's
come
fine.
over and lay some tracks down and can you help me?
You don't have a car?
No. I'm taking my
He's
test
working.
at the end of the month.
Why?
Well, mom mostly just finding time to get it all done.
Time.
But I have my sister's giving me her old car, and I'm
You're
gonna.
getting handed a vehicle.
Well, no, it's not like in perfect condition. I just got to fix up. I got to get some stuff fixed on it.
What is it?
It's a 2008 Saturn
Ion?
Acura, I think.
All right. Anyway,
I gotta get like some parts for like new brakes, rotors, headlight, bulbs.
you know how to fix all that?
I don't know how to do the bulbs, but I know how to do like the rotors. I'll look it up.
You
YouTube.
can't do light bulbs, but you can do rotors.
I haven't done it. There's not a lot of.
It depends on the vehicle, honestly. Some vehicles are harder than others.
Dude, yours was harder. Yeah.
Yeah,
I had to Google his. Anyway, so, but all I'm saying, and did we have Emerson do it?
I think Emerson
Because our
did.
fucking hand
Yes.
can fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're like Emerson. Come here. Your hand fits up here.
So, you don't want to be a mechanic?
No,
Okay.
like
Why?
it's never been something I was really interested in.
Okay. So,
It's not like it's.
but you're
Pose.
doing it out of necessity. So you're willing to learn out of necessity.
Yes.
Okay. Again, there's no wrong answers. I don't judge. I judge stupid shit, but never the life choices that
Yeah.
you're doing to positive yourself. Okay, so you wanna sit around for at 28 years old and do nothing. Like that's the thing that gets me is you didn't say, hey, if at 28, like I want to be performing at and I'm not in the rap game, I'm sorry, but like you didn't say, hey, I want to perform at the Ryman. I want to perform here. I want to do like right
Red Rocks, Wembley Stadium.
Exactly.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like in my free time what I'd be doing.
No.
No.
Where do you
Oh.
see yourself
What
in
do you-
10
what do
years?
you-
Oh, I thought
yourself
it'd be
doing?
like selling out stadiums, like what Eminem did with the Super Bowl, like when he was at the Super Bowl with 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, all of them. I want that kind of thing. It's not obviously I'm not gonna get that just hoping it's gonna happen, but like that's kind of the stuff I want.
Why not?
Well, what do you mean?
Like what? Why won't you get it just hoping?
Well, because that's not how life works. You can't just ask for something to be handed to you.
Bullshit. Rich people do it all the time.
I don't know rich people. I don't
None of us are
Okay,
rich.
so first of all, let's be clear about this. Why don't you know rich people?
I don't know. Like
You don't associate with them?
I want to say that. It's just I haven't presented the opportunity
Why?
because
'Cause he doesn't know any fucking rich people.
I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, why?
I don't know any. Like I haven't been given.
Do you go to meetups? Are you on forums of other rappers? Are you again, I'm going to dive into I'm going to hold you accountable to things, right? This is
You're
something
gonna
I do.
follow.
Absolutely, but I'm going to figure out why the fuck you're quote unquote failing versus making yourself successful, right? You tell me you want to do something, right? I want to be a rapper. I want 1 million followers or whatever. How many followers do you want? You young
Doesn't
kids talk
matter.
about that?
A shit
No,
ton.
it does matter.
I mean, I don't want like one or two, but I want a lot.
100. How many does Taylor Swift have? Like, somebody help me with this.
Millions.
Okay, millions. Okay,
Like
so
probably
right.
50, 60, 70
from
million.
her, okay, let's go Little Wayne. From her followers, right? She makes a shit ton of money from
Yeah.
the followers. So my question is, right? Like, you don't have to technically perform, right? You could just get followers of this thing. And again, you're younger than me by God, 20 years? Jesus fuck, dude.
You're an old fuck.
So, right, like, why are you not putting your dreams out there to start it now? So that way, when you're there, you're ready to just go. Okay, so we talk about Eminem. You know him, right?
Yeah.
You know him well. I mean, this dude was in nightclubs, just freestyle rapping rap battles,
Yeah.
right? We know how he did it. We watched 8 Mile. All of us have. We've seen it.
Loved it.
Why aren't you doing? Okay, so the best advice I'm going to give you in this moment of life is if you want what other people have in life, you do what other people did. Okay, can you understand those words?
Yeah, you gotta. Damn, you gotta follow what they did.
Ex-
Try to repeat what they did.
Exactly, right? So if you want to have the Eminem lifestyle, you go to these nightclubs, you perform at night, right? You live sleepless, whatever. Sure, right now you're gonna need mama's approval. But 6 minutes from now, right, when you graduated, you don't need that approval anymore in theory, right? You can
Yeah.
end up on the street. So if you want the Eminem life, if you want the you know, I 50 Cent, like, right? I guess his story's all fake or whatever it is. I don't know much about the rap, right? He supposedly didn't get shot. He didn't grow up in the fucking hood. He actually grew up a little richer and things like that. But again, so like, why aren't you pursuing things? Why aren't you emailing people right now saying, hey, what does it take to get into this game? Hey, what does it take to do this? Right? And you're never going to get a response from 99% of people. 1% is going to be like, hey, talk to this person. And right, that person's going to lead you to the next person, the next person, the next person, right? Why aren't you figuring out what it takes to be successful versus just hoping that success comes?
So I'm going to ask this question to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to ask me a question.
Okay.
So I'm 47 years old now,
Old
right?
fuck.
I am. And
How'd you really 47?
I'm 47.
God
I'll
damn.
be 48 in July.
Yeah, become me.
Ask me,
Yeah.
when was the perfect time for me to invest?
When was the perfect time for you to invest?
So I'm going to be 48 this year, 30 years ago.
18 years old.
Yeah, it was the perfect time for me to invest.
And I disagree.
When's the second best time for me to invest?
I know that answer. When's the second time for you, best time for you to invest?
I know the answer too. What's your answer?
My answer today.
Today, right fucking now.
Right fucking here, right now, baby.
Because I
So-
should have done it 30 years ago.
You should have done it. Well, you lived a fucking better life.
I
You didn't
did.
have to.
I should
You
have
worked
done it
at
before that.
16, didn't you?
I did, and I do have investments from that time. I have investments from previous to that time.
Oh, do you really?
So yes, I do. So I'm very lucky. I have investments for a long fucking time. But
Ones that you started, not your mommy.
I mean, she started it for me because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
But again, the second best time to invest is right fucking now.
Mhm.
If you haven't done it already, you can't fix the last 30 years of the shit you didn't do, but you can start right fucking now.
Mhm.
So when we're sitting here saying to you, hey, how do you see yourself getting there? What do you want to do? The best time was 2 years ago. The second best time is right fucking now. So whether you're looking at, hey, I want to invest some money in the stock market, or whether I want to open up a Roth IRA, because again, we talk about that all the time.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
We have. Yeah, you once you make money, you can open up an IRA, and I always suggest a Roth because it grows tax free because you've already paid the fucking taxes. And the hope is with us that you're making more money at 65 than you made at 45.
I'm going to ask you some personal questions. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Not you. him.
No, it's
sure.
okay. Go ahead.
Okay. What do you make here?
I think 1450. I think.
What's your take home
Like,
every?
weekly or bi-weekly,
Oh,
whatever it is.
If I work full time both days, about 175 after taxes.
175. Okay. And you've been here 2 years.
Yes.
Times, and that's every other week you make 175? Or is that
Every
weekly?
week.
Every week. Times 52 equals times 2. Okay, and that's after taxes. I
Yeah.
want to be clear about this. So, I'm going to ask you a question. How much money do you have currently?
A little under $3,000. Like savings.
Awesome.
That's 1/6 of what you've made.
After taxes, if you saved every fucking penny in 2 years, right?
And we have this talk a lot because you'll sit here and go, hey, I want to treat myself. I'm 18 now. I want to go buy a gun. This is the shit I get lately. I want to go buy a gun. I'm 18. I looked at a shotgun.
Mhm.
Do you need it?
No, now it's in that number. I'm like, damn.
This is how much you could have.
Saved right fucking now.
Right? So,
So
what bills do you have?
Just personal stuff I like.
So you get to buy anything you want because you want it. You don't have a phone bill. You don't have.
Oh yeah, phone bill,
Oh,
and
you
I
do have a
pay
phone bill.
like about 90. My share is about $90 a month, and then
I'm gonna give that to you then.
about 90 a month, and then I pay. Mom makes me pay like 25 to 30 for electric.
Okay, 90. So
the-
let's go with 30. So I'm gonna give you 120 times 24, 2880. And let's say it's happened all 2 years. So 1880 is what we're at, minus what did I just call that one? 3 grand. I don't give a shit. So you could have 15,000 bucks.
That would take 45 for
And then you have 3 grand, right?
45 every 3 months.
So you have $12,000 that you're missing out on. Where's the 12,000 bucks?
Wherever I treated myself.
Okay, so okay, in the past 2 years, what do you have that you know that is absolutely meaningful to you?
Tattoos.
Okay. So you have tattoos. Sure, those cost you some money.
Yeah.
You have them, you'll have them forever. What else do you have in your life the past 2 years?
What could you turn around and sell right now?
My PlayStation and my TV, but that's damn.
So you're getting what, like $400 total?
Damn.
PlayStation is 400, 500, and your TV.
It was about 600-700.
Okay, so and you could sell it right now for like 200, but anyway, 300.
So you made 18,000.
Mhm.
Let's say you took 10. Let's just say you took $10,000
Mhm.
and put it in a account that could earn you 6% interest. Nick, is 6 great or is it kind of average?
I'd go 5.5.
Okay.
That's current
5%
rates
of
for a
10.
CD.
So I'll go 5.5. That's fine.
For a CD.
So, I gotta punch new numbers in now.
And that's playing the most safe possibility. If you put it in the market, 10% is an average return over 10 years,
Well,
right?
and that's why I was with 6.
Yep. But I just say
By the time you reach Nick's age,
got 20 years.
do you want to know how much that $10,000 is worth? Yes.
Yeah. 100 grand.
No.
I wish it fucking was. I'd put 10,000 in right fucking now. I'd be
Do it
rich as
yesterday.
shit.
50.
It'd be worth $29,177.57. It would gain $19,177 by you literally doing nothing but watching it at 5.5%. 5.5% is very average. That's not a great return because I'll tell you right now, a lot of my returns are getting somewhere between 14 and 18%. That's double. More than. That's almost triple. 5.5 fucking percent. You can get CDs at 5.5% right now. You can get a savings account at 5.5% right now. In 20 years, it's worth 30 grand. So again, the best time to start was a long time ago. Second best time is right fucking today.
Damn.
We talk on this podcast like everybody should listen to this because we have the greatest podcast out there. But we talk on this podcast a lot about the time savings of money. Okay. When you look at your money, where are you trying to get to? That's the question. Where are you trying to get to? So I think all of us will answer the same thing. I just kind of want to be financially secure. I don't want to have to worry about money anymore.
Okay.
And if you get to that point, you're happy, right? I mean, if you don't have to worry about money, you can just say, hey, it's Tuesday. I want to go grab a Big Mac, or I want to go grab a steak from Ruth Chris, or I want to go, I want to hop on a fucking airplane and go down to the Bahamas. You want that to be the same decision.
As if what I wanted it for dinner.
Correct.
So, what do you find to be a lot of money?
I don't think $1,000 is a lot of money. Like $1,000 is a lot of money.
So you think you have a lot of money?
Oh no, I'm saying, well, yeah, but I think $1,000 is a lot of money.
But you think you have a lot of money?
I guess, yeah.
Really?
I mean, obviously, I don't. but
Jesus fuck.
For me, I
mean, what is a substantial amount of money?
at 18, I would say a
I
lot.
don't know.
Okay. Oh,
just
life.
Dude, I know 18-year-olds that are worth fucking millions of bucks.
Shit.
What's a lot of money?
100 grand.
100 grand.
200,
100 grand. Sure. Okay, I agree. So let's just say, and this is being nice to you. So we put 10 grand in right now. Next, because you make 18,000 bucks. So in 2 years, so which is $9,000, you have 3,000. So in next year, if you could save all of it, not, don't spend, have your mom buy whatever, type of thing, do whatever. So every year after that, you're going to put $3,000 away. Okay.
Okay.
Which is, I'm giving you a fuck ton of money, right? I'm giving you 6 grand to go blow after this year.
1/3 of the money you make, you're going to put away, and you get to do whatever you want with the other 2/3.
Okay.
Oh, so like I got no bills. Like I don't got to pay for nothing. I
Well,
just put it in the savings.
Right. If you keep this job, live at home, have your life never changes, you only make 18,000 or you make $9,000 a year, right? You invest $3,000, 1/3 of your income every fucking year. So you are 18. It's very hard to see to 65. Okay.
Okay.
So if you do
Because
that,
that's 42 years.
correct. It's 42 years away. If you do that,
How much money do you think you'll have?
200, 300 grand.
Perfect. And if you do $3,000 a year,
Would you be happy with 300 grand?
Yeah.
That'd be great, right?
$300,000 in 40 years, and you're investing only 1/3 of your income, right? Current income. This isn't you change a job. This is you get to stay here for the rest of your life, live in your mom's house. Jesus, I'm sounding hoarse as shit.
A little bit.
Right? You do this. So I'm letting you know right now. This year coming up, right? It's January 6th, 7th right now. You don't spend a dime this year. 2025, you don't spend a dime. You save every penny. Okay? You don't get to go splurge at all this year.
Okay.
It's gonna suck.
Because you're already 2 years behind.
This one
You're
year,
going to take all that money
Put it all in this year.
and invest it.
it's 1 year. So, but then every year after that, you don't get to like split it up to like 3 grand, 3 grand, whatever. I need you to have $10,000. I need you to invest it right now. Okay. And then every year, $3,000 after that.
Okay.
And when you retire at age 65, go ahead and read that.
3.5 million. God.
3.5 million
Off of 3 fucking grand.
off of $3,000 every year for the next 42 years.
3.49 million.
When you're young, that interest compounds so much.
I didn't start saving for retirement until I was at the end of my 20s
I was 18.
because I didn't have the money. I had a family and I was trying to support them on very little money.
Look at this. This is great. He's like, you know what?
Yeah, he's starting to think about it now.
Maybe I can come up with this money. 3 grand. You know what? Right. Okay. So now think about it. Okay. So if you decide to change, right? Let me go back into this. And and again, you're not making any more money. You're not making anything else. So
Nothing's changing.
correct. So current age, I'm 18. Expected retirement 65. Beginning contribution, we're gonna do $10,000. Oh, excuse me. I'm starting at 18 years old. I'm getting a 8% return. Minimum contribution is going to be let's go with if you do 2/3 of your money, right? 6,000.
Okay.
Minimum maximum $6,000. Current retirement savings, we're gonna go with $10,000 just to start.
Okay.
Okay. And right, you're at 3 fucking grand. That's with an 8% or $3 million, an 8% fucking return. The stock market over history has given a 10% return every year, right? And that
Okay.
granted, that's
Just throwing it in the S&P 500.
so that's anywhere from 3 million, 3.8 million to or $3 million up to 3.8 million, depending on how the market actually turns out, right? I mean, so everything, sure, you could be on the low end. $3 million is still better than fucking no bucks.
Exactly.
Right? You have $3,000 and you think that's a lot of money. Wait till you're 65 and that money fucking goes crazy. Right? So one thing that we teach, and I don't know if we've done it on Pops and Pennies, is because younger kids just don't get it. Every dollar in your 20s, right? From 20 to 29, every dollar you invest when you're ready for retirement at 65 is worth $88. So you have 2 years of a head start on this right now. Okay, so if I invest $1 when I retire, it'll be $88. So I'll be able to
That
pull it out.
$1 equals $88.
Correct at the end, right? So
Okay.
40 years of compounding interest will do it. Now, when you get to our age, my age, in my 30s, right? 30. If I start investing at 30, that dollar actually only looks like $33. So I've lost the potential of 55.
It doesn't go down a half. It goes down exponentially.
When you
Shit.
get into your 40s, if you start investing at David's age, right? That dollar actually goes to like 18 because it doesn't have 10 extra years of compounding
You're
interest.
losing all of that time. So the time value of money is such that the longer you take to start investing,
The less it's worth.
correct. So if you sit there at 18 and you start investing money now, like my daughter's a great example. When she graduated high school, I didn't have the money to put away for her college. But when she graduated, I now had the money to pay for her college. So she got a bunch of scholarships, and we took her money and we invested it instead of spending it on school. I spent my money on her school. So she was able to go to school for free and take all of the money that she got from scholarships and all of the money she made from working and just invest.
It works
So
like that?
yeah, it does.
Oh.
I mean, if you have a parent that has the ability to do that shit, yeah, it works like that. It may not, but again, you're in a great situation here because you asked me the other day, hey, what do I do? Do I go to college or do I not? But community college is going to be free.
Yeah.
So again, you could win scholarships. I would be applying for all of them right now.
So I get that. I gotta say, let's say I go to,
Most scholarship, not most. There are many scholarships that will not necessarily pay the place you're going to school.
But
They'll
pay
give
you.
it to you, and then you disperse it how you want. So Caitlin won a huge scholarship when she was at Godwin. She won $6,600 the first year, and then I think it was 3,000 the next year, 2,000 the next year, and 1,000 the year after that. She got almost $10,000, or maybe just a little over, from the Golden G Society at Godwin. Okay. And instead of using that to pay for school, we took that money and we invested it. I paid for school. So she put all of that money into either IRAs or individual stocks or whatever we did to invest. And now she has this really nice nest egg for when she gets old and I'm dead. So when she gets old and I'm dead, she has money to retire on because she's not reliant on Social Security, which probably won't exist because they're going to make that shit insolvent and there just won't be any anymore. She'll have all of this money that we invested and she can just
enjoy yourself.
Yeah, at 60 years old, decide I'm not doing this shit anymore. I don't want to work. I'm going to go do the shit I want to do. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're done working. Like, I want to retire at 60.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm done working. That just means I'm done working what I do right now.
Yeah. You're done doing what you have to do.
Right. Like, I come to break room not because I have to. I like being here.
Yeah.
I like the people we've
That's
hired.
why I stay here because I like these people.
I like the people we hired. I think they're really good fucking people. And I like being around you guys. But I also like how we make the customers feel.
Yeah.
Because they come in and you can see the weight of the fucking world is on their shoulders. And they're in a shitty fucking mood and everything sucks. And then they go and they break a few things. And all of a sudden,
it's better.
They're a little bit better. And as an empathetic person, that makes me feel really fucking good. I mean, after the election, I took you outside and I said, listen, this shit's going on right now. And if I ever fucking hear you say these things, I'm going to whoop the shit out of you. And you go, I would never say any of that. That's fucking horrible. Why would anybody do that? Right. That's why you work here.
Yeah.
It's not because I think you would ever do that. Because if I thought you ever would do that, you just wouldn't fucking work here anymore. I know you won't. And Dawn got pissed at me. She's like, you can't say that shit. And I'm like, no, I can.
I don't want you to. That's why I like Chris. He doesn't like beat around the bush. He
Right.
tells me like he just tells it. Damn, he tells it how it is. I don't want to people sugarcoating it. When people did that, I was always getting in trouble because I was always relying on someone to come and help me. And
right.
Second that stopped happening, I was like, damn, let me get my stuff done.
Here's the deal. This is what's going on. This is what I expect. And at the end of the day,
yeah,
that's how I want to be treated.
Exactly.
So that's how I want to treat other people.
I want you to be straight up, and that's why I like you and Dawn, because you guys don't. You'll give me shit, but it's also like because you care,
right?
And it's like it's different than you don't back up, like you wouldn't back down, and that's why it's just like I don't know how to explain it, but
so let me put it to another way. Do you plan to retire?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the fun. Here's what's gonna be really fun. So we're gonna go to current age 19.
Hold on, before we start, I'm gonna get a drink.
Please,
yeah, go ahead.
Y'all want anything?
No,
I'm good. I mean, I want more beer, but we drank all that, and we're on a strict 3.
You say yeah.
limit.
I say we're not going above. Right, but I think that
I found this awesome auction site that every 10 minutes there's an auction.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm bidding on the Mike Singletary jersey right now.
Yeah, you don't need to do any part of this.
No,
you start investing.
You're not allowed to buy anything until you're done investing.
Right. And I think
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Go ahead.
The young kid.
Young boy's hungry.
Say this dude straight up.
He
is like,
needs dinner.
hey, can I eat here for free? Because I'm about to start investing my money. He's starting to understand how this works,
Yeah, a
baby.
little bit.
I'm gonna eat here for free. I'm gonna eat at home for free. Man, I don't need nothing. So
Again, I think we run a great fucking business because we don't make you worry about any of that shit when you come in. If you didn't eat before you came in, we have food, we
Right.
have drinks, we have whatever you fucking need to get your job done the way it needs to get done.
yeah. I think it's hard, right? Because like 18, you don't nobody was like us that pulled us to the side and said, "Hey, this is my regret," or "This is where you can." Nobody ever showed me where I could be,
No,
right? I had people that said, "Hey, you got to invest," right? Because that's what's going to get you. But nobody ever said, "Hey, this is what it could look like. This is where you can get to. This is what things are going to be," right? Nobody ever did that for me.
they never do.
And because, right, I don't think they actually clearly understand. They're
Got
just
that jersey for $50.
shut up.
Mike Singletary.
Jeez, I'm
Anyways.
clowning. Right? Like, and so the idea is like being open and honest with people saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is what life is."
He's doing energy drinks.
Dude, this
Looking
kid
at
goes to a fucking 15-shot espresso.
Hey, Skyler, if we got sparkling waters in there, bring two.
Sparkling water. Is there any sparkling water in there? Right? 195 fucking milligrams of caffeine. Peach,
I'll take a fruit punch.
right? And then he's gonna go to
Ghost Energy.
it's orange cream. That
It is.
sounds like
It's
shit.
so fucking good.
Sounds like shit. Yeah, wait till you get to my age.
Thanks, bro.
Don't
fall.
Jesus, bud. What is this? Carotene, blah, blah, blah. Where's this energy milligrams on this son of a bitch? So he's
200.
200 natural. All right, wait. I'm concerned for this young man.
Mhm.
I don't know. Can of pure keratin, 100 milligrams. Natural caffeine, 200 milligrams. Alpha, 150. And then whatever. I don't know how many milligrams of fucking caffeine is in this thing. But dude, like this kid's about to just.
I'm gonna tell you right now, those orange creams are fucking.
It's intended for persons 18 and older.
He's 18.
Jesus criminy.
They have a one of those bomb pop ones.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know the red, white, and blue
Yeah.
pops. They have those. They have grape, which I love grape.
No, thank you.
They have Sour Patch Kids, blue and red.
There we go. Now we're talking.
They have so many good flavors.
I can't do it because
You're not allowed to because
Yeah.
of your esophagus.
I'm
It's all
allowed
fucked
to.
up.
I just shouldn't.
Because your esophagus is all fucked up,
Well, it's clear now.
like an old fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
David, you want some David?
No, I'm good, thanks. I do love David sunflower seeds.
Yeah. But dude, I can't wait to coach with you again. It's gonna be great.
I mean, if you get that job and I don't get my promotion.
I'm just gonna go coach. It's gonna be fun.
I talked to Yost the other day and he's like, so if you don't get the promotion, there's a chance. And I'm like,
Nope.
no, I'm taking a year off. I need to take a year off and see what happens.
Right.
Because again, I've been a coach for 21 straight years. I don't know life without it. I kind of need to see. Just show me what it looks like if I'm not doing this.
Yep.
If I can handle that. Again, you and I are coaches.
Mhm.
We want to impact kids.
Very much.
That's very important to us. I was talking to Mike about it, and I told him, I'm like, listen, if I get the promotion at work that I'm looking for and they pay me the money I want, Dick and I talked, we're going to start a Pops and Pennies scholarship.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh my God, that's a great idea. Right. Those are the things I want to do. I want to take that money and be able to do good things with it.
And that's what it should be about.
Right.
So I guess I should put starting balance at $1.
Or are we trying to figure out how much money he could have?
Close.
Okay.
Where did the could have? Now we're gonna break it down into something else once he gets back.
He's making noodles. It could be a while.
Yeah.
So,
Is it pho?
pho.
It's pho, bud.
Oh, it's just ramen, I guess.
Right. This kid knows how to eat poor.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
He
successful.
totally does know how to eat pork.
So, Is there a banquet Salisbury steak in there? That's all I want to know. Like,
Nick's favorite meal in the world is a banquet Salisbury steak.
see, I got validation from an 18-year-old, bro.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you on the hot dogs?
No.
I sent you a TikTok today on these
Yeah, but today.
awesome fucking hot dogs.
Dude, I haven't been on TikTok in 2 days.
It's a hot dog and martini bar.
Okay. I'm all about this.
I'm not mad. I want to go.
So real quick, you got 2 minutes. All right, so check this out. So we have a $1 starting balance. Okay, and I put you at age 19. Okay. We're contributing $5,000 annually. Go ahead. Right? $5,000 annually,
Yep.
which is half of his salary,
Yep.
right? Take home
About,
salary,
yeah.
which is what I always tell everybody, 50%. And this is without leaving you guys. This is without becoming a manager here. This is
Yeah.
just
This is just doing what he's doing right now.
currently, right? Nothing more, nothing
Mhm.
less, just very basic. And retirement age of 65, because I'm gonna spoil people because
Because you don't want them to work until they're 72.
I don't want people to work. I want people to work at 59 and a half. But I wonder if I can put 59.5.
I'm 47 right now. In an ideal world, I retire at 55. I don't think I'm in an ideal world.
But it's 60. Oh damn, check that out. That 5 years is gonna make a huge difference.
Yeah, it always does.
Yeah, dude, that's
At least 20,000.
probably. I'm doing monthly income.
Hmm.
So
So monthly income like 600.
$5,000 a year from this age.
Yeah, yeah. We're talking interest added, right?
Yeah.
So like 500-600 bucks a month. So
Yeah.
okay, about
Yeah, okay.
about double that.
That's monthly, sir.
Yeah, double. So from one to the other. Whoops.
What are you talking about?
So from green to blue.
No, that's before inflation.
Oh, I'm with you.
That's after taxes, and that's before taxes.
So what is it if it's 5 years before?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
We're talking like an extra 500-600 bucks monthly if you retire 5 years early.
oh, this is fun. So you have that number right? So check this out.
What was it?
5 years.
Yep.
5 years before.
Oh shit, it's way more than I expected.
Yeah.
It's like $2,000.
Yeah, that's fucking insane, isn't it?
Like 2,200 bucks.
Yeah. So
Well, that's why when they do the Social Security calculators, they're like, well, if you retire early at 62 and a half, it's this. But if you retire at full benefits at 67, it's like $800 more a month.
Mhm.
And that's just Social Security.
because that money has 10 more year or 5
Mhm.
years to compound, right? All right.
I mean, we won't see any of that, but yes.
60. Do you have an age that you plan to die?
No.
No, because he's 18, he's going to live forever. That's why we work.
Well, so like me, like I don't know, some people have like grandparents or parents that like pass away. Like my buddy just posted yesterday. He's 60, 62, and he said I've already outlived my dad and my grandfather by 10 years.
Well, see, and I've always said I'm going to die by the time I'm 60, which is why I need to retire at 55 because that's only
Me
7
and David
years.
had a conversation a little bit like this. One of my friends, he died recently. So
Sorry
I
to
mean,
hear
like,
that.
obviously, thank you. But it's like obviously, it's like I'm not gonna live forever, but I don't see it happening soon. But again,
Sure.
anything can happen.
No, which is fine. So
How long do people in your family typically live? How many years?
my grandparents were
You're like way far away
Oh,
from the
yeah.
mic.
My grandparents were like alcoholics, so like they were like my grandpa was like 65,
Me too.
and my
Nick too.
but I'm not sure.
all right, so do you think you'll make it to 95 years old?
No,
Okay, so let's change that.
that's
75?
79 is the average age for Americans.
You
so
should beat average, right? So what do you
I
think?
want to say like 80-ish, like around 80.
So 15 years past retirement, okay? Which changes things so significantly.
Very much.
And this is just again a scenario. Okay, so how much a month do you currently make? Do you have any idea?
About $9,100 a year.
Yeah.
Um,
So let's say you make
7,500 or
you make 200 a
$750
week. let's just say you make 200 a week.
200, that's
Four?
800.
Yeah,
minus
800.
100, so about 700 a month.
So yeah,
Yeah, because I
because-
had this conversation with
exactly. So 700 a month is what you currently make.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna invest $5,000 every single year, and this is the life you currently live, right? Everything about it. You're 19 years old. You started out with $1 in investing, and every year, so do some math quick, 5,000 bucks a year, which
Okay.
is gonna be divided by 12, or you could divide it by 52 if you want.
Oh,
Let's do 52
52,
because
yeah,
that's
that'll make it easier for the
yeah.
kid.
So $96.15.
So $100, right?
Might as well say a week.
Yep, $100 a week, right? Is what
I
you're gonna
invest
invest
$100. Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
every week, and that's going to equal your $5,000 in contribution. Yep, and you're going to retire at age 65.
All right.
Okay, how much do you make a month right now?
700,
700.
more or less.
Okay, so we're going to retire at 65. We're going to live till 80. Okay, and then we'll run out of money.
Okay.
So to be clear, one more time, you make how much a month?
700.
Okay, and you could, if you start investing right now, make
I'm sorry. I don't.
that one right there. So before taxes and after taxes,
12 grand.
a month if you start investing.
And that's at 65.
That's
I'll make
at
12 grand.
65, and then you'll be able to have your money for 15 years, and
not run out.
and then you'll pass away at 80, and then you'll be broke.
So overall, like 12. I don't want to do that math because I'm tired, but
No, it's fine. But
12
So-
times 12, we'll say.
but you're gonna make an extra 11,000. Let's just give you $1,000 a month. You're gonna make an extra $11,000
Excuse me.
every single month in retirement.
This is
Damn.
investing $100 a week,
Which is
So-
fine.
which is 5,200 a year.
So how do I set up a
Now we're getting into good questions.
I love this.
You sent me a thing, but I didn't really understand it.
So we love Betterment.
We do.
Okay, you sent me something for a Roth IRA, but I
Yep.
really didn't understand any of it, how to like set it up.
So we love Betterment. So again, these are the reasons why we talk about Roths and regular IRAs. So a regular IRA, if you opened it right now, you subtract the money you put. So like, let's say you made 10 grand this year,
Okay.
but you open an IRA for 3,000. Okay.
Okay.
You subtract that 3,000 from the 10,000 you made. So now you only made 7 because you're putting it in pre-tax.
All right.
But when you go to draw on that, you pay the taxes on that.
So
Okay.
I pay tax.
So you'll pay the taxes later.
Okay. So
The thoughts on that are you make more money when you're younger than what you will make when you're older.
that makes sense.
So you pay the taxes when you're older because you're making less money. Our philosophy is set yourself up so that you're making more money when you're older. So how much do you make a year?
around 10 grand,
Around 10 grand. So how much is that a month?
about 700.
About $700. How much is this a month?
12,080.
So if you're making that, but you put all of that money into a Roth IRA, you're not paying taxes on any of that money.
This is Roth.
That's
12,
tax
10
the green,
fucking free.
the green is Roth. If you were to pay your taxes, because you're gonna put in $100 out of your paycheck,
Yeah.
so it's
So if I
already-
paid taxes afterwards, I'd make 10 grand.
if you pay taxes after when you're later, you're gonna still pay taxes on this 12,000.
Yeah.
This is you've already paid the taxes, so that's free and clear.
So I
10,000.
would make less if I pay with non-Roth. Overall I'd get less money.
So that's after taxes, right?
Yeah.
So once they take the taxes out of this amount,
That 12, it's gonna go down. to
correct.
something
So
else.
this is Roth, this is traditional.
Okay.
Okay. So if you pay Roth, you're gonna make 12,000. If you have to pay taxes later in life,
So overall, Roth IRA is just better.
correct. I mean,
Okay.
to me, because
It
you're gonna make
depends on
money.
what you're gonna do. I
If
mean,
you plan to be broke forever,
if you plan to not make a lot of money in retirement, go with a regular IRA because then you're saving your money now.
Okay.
If you're planning on hopefully making more money when you retire than what you do right now, the Roth is the way to go because you've already paid the taxes now.
Yeah.
When you're younger and you can absorb that tax hit.
so let's be clear. I started a Betterment. We talked about Betterment. I
Mhm.
started one for my daughter when she was 6 months old.
All right.
And I put in $25 a week.
All right.
Okay. She is 9.5 now. right?
All right.
So that's 9 years of contributions at $25 a week.
That's
Nine
$1,300 a year
times
times 9 years
9,000.
is $11,700.
I
Right.
wasn't gonna get that correct, but
So this is currently her net worth of my investments. Right.
okay.
For
I
9
see you.
years
I see you. Okay.
at $25 a week.
So like, damn.
Right. That's the shit we're saying.
Yo.
This is why when I try to talk to people about money and you just blow me the fuck off, there's real reasons why I'm saying I need you guys to open these accounts.
Yeah. No,
It's not so I get rich because I'm not making any fucking money off of this shit.
Well, you will get 3 months free if he signs up.
use my link in the
3
description.
months free of what?
Betterment.
Investment opportunities.
No,
and shit.
in Betterment.
I pay nothing for it.
You get 0.003%.
Oh, wow.
So you're gonna save yourself 17 cents.
Yippee.
Hey, that's 17 cents invested.
I mean, I can pick that up in a
3 months.
week.
I'm
Now
glad
you got me
can.
regretting and buying that lottery
God.
ticket earlier.
You and I both know I ain't fucking doing it.
You know what? Nick and I are both degenerate gamblers. We
fucking
love to
gambler.
gamble.
The only problem I had is because I won that $50 of Jordan. That's the only problem now because I'm
Yeah.
just like, let's do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again, but that never happens.
I could pull up some mega accounts right now.
Your fucking team, by the way. I put money on these things to happen. So
Gibbs to score 4 touchdowns in a game.
Darnold to throw over 1.5 touchdowns, Goff to throw over 1.5 touchdowns.
My team did
Gibbs
do it.
anytime touchdown. Goff didn't throw 2 touchdowns.
I thought he had a lateral that
He threw 1.
okay, so Gibbs ran in
Gibbs
3 times?
anytime touchdown.
Okay.
Addison like 40 yards receiving and JMO like 40 yards receiving. You know what I got out of all that? I think I got the fucking anytime touchdown from Gibbs, and that was it.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
Nothing else hit, so I lost my dollars.
Don't blame my team.
I blame your fucking
You
team.
said Darnold.
Yeah, I put some shit on Minnesota
So
too. They
my
suck too.
team fucking
Did
did their
one
job.
out of the 3 things.
No, they
No,
kept
they
Darnold.
did 1 out of the 3 things, and Darnold or the Vikings did 0 out of 2.
No, they stopped Darnold from getting the 1 out of. You should never bet both sides.
I always bet both sides.
I know it's because you're dumb.
No, I'm not.
This is why you don't make money. So right, like
I made money on the Bears.
that's fine. Because anybody can
Ask
bet on a
me
shit
why.
team. She said loss.
No, I didn't. I did not. They won. I did not. I did Wilkins under 212 yards. I did Keenan Allen under like 50 yards receiving, an anytime touchdown for Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
I won like $7.
So right, like currently you're 18. You have the opportunity to do anything you want in life.
Yeah.
Right. You told me that you want at 28 to retire. Okay. So here's the other thing. Now we have to talk.
Did he say he wants to retire at 28?
Oh, he said he wants to do.
He wants to do what he wants.
Right. So here we go.
I mean, you're 38. You're not technically retired, but you do what you want.
For the most part, I mean,
I want to
I'm
be able to
working
like
crazy.
pop up when I want to, kind of thing. People
That's
still know who I am.
So you said 20. You said 28 years old.
Yep.
And we're gonna put you at 18.
Yeah,
Annual
it's only 10 years from now.
Yeah.
annual contribution.
I gotta lock in.
So we have $1 for the starting annual contributions. Years of retirement. We have to go with like 60. That puts them at 88. So currently, if you do $5,000, right, for the next 10 years, you'll at age 28, you'll be able to pull off $267 every month. Right?
Okay.
With $5,000 annual contribution for the next 10 years.
And that's with me putting how much in them?
The $100 every
Yeah,
month.
$100 every
So
week.
I'll make back. I'll make. Damn. I'll make.
You'll make
100.
2.5 times or 2.25 times that.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
for
okay,
10 years,
okay.
anyway, so you'll make more money. You'll make enough, right? So now we have to get to the point where how much do you think you need to live off of? Let's go with that. At 28.
Like monthly or
Yeah,
yearly?
monthly.
Monthly.
You mean like with how the economy is right now, or
Dude.
how do you mean?
To be able to live the life you want. How much
What
money
do you think your bills will be a month? Like I can tell you what my bills are a month. My bills are about 5,500
Well, I mean,
bucks.
what they're gonna be like, right? How much? Like, you're gonna buy a house.
Well,
whatever.
you can figure maybe a 10% increase from the 55
What do you
still.
want? What do you want your monthly income to be? Do you want? Okay, so six figures is 900 and something dollars. Yeah, every month.
Okay.
Because no, sorry. Yeah, because 10,000 bucks, right? Or so it'll be nine. Yeah, 9,000 something every month, right?
Right.
So if you want to make 120,000 bucks, that's 10,000 a month,
Okay.
right? So if that is 120,000 bucks good income,
I'd say so.
okay, I would agree.
I would
personally.
agree.
I mean, to own a house, don't well, I've heard that you need to make like 125,000 just for people to want to buy. Just
Yeah, fuck no, stop listening to David. Anyway, so but like
Nick buys $15,000 houses and flips them for 85.
see, now we're
you
talking
should give me in on it.
50,000, right? So let's
Didn't
go.
you sit down and talk about being
Yeah, I've been talking to Scotty a little bit.
all right.
10,000 bucks. Annual contribution will give you 5,000. So we got to figure out how to get you to that. So you need $100,000 every year
Okay.
contributed. That'll give you right at $100,000 invested every year for the next 10 years. That'll only give you $5,000 extra a month, right? At the age 28. So you got to
Okay.
figure out, hey, you know what? I might not be able to sit on my ass for this little bit of a time. I might need a different income, right?
Yeah.
So, but again, if we
Maybe if I change, so let's say I changed my retirement from 28 to 38. Let's
38, so 20 years worth of working. Okay, now we're at 16,000 bucks worth of income, which is, 180,000, $190,000 of income. So now we don't need to contribute $100,000 a year. Now we need to contribute 80 grand. Oh, brings me down to 12. So we can go down to 50 grand. Let's see what that does. Oh, that brings us to 8,000, which is close to our 100, right?
yeah.
So we need $50,000 annual. So if you can get a job right now for the next 20 years that pays you 50 and you invest every dime, you can retire in 20 years. But do you want that, right? Do you want that lifestyle? So you got to figure out what you want, how you want to do it. But my suggestion is, right, we go back to the $3 million
Yeah.
off of literally, what do we do? $3,000
Yeah, it was staying here, doing what I'm doing till
first year you spend nothing, you contribute 10 grand, and then every year,
it's
or
3 grand after that.
every year, and then you get to stay here, work here. So 1 year of life you give up. You've already given up.
Too.
Well, you give up investing too, but like
Mhm.
you've lived at home and not
Definitely,
been
yeah.
bought anything, right? So you didn't have a job until you were 16.
14, I did like job training, but I only made like $5 an hour.
Cool. So so you're telling me you made more income than what you have. And so, right, like we look at it, and we just talked about it. You could have had 18,000 bucks, right, of money. You have 3 grand. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm proud of you for having 3 grand. But we have to get to a point where we're gonna say, hey, I need to live this certain lifestyle. I need to get to this point. And you can do math. So math calculators are some of the biggest things. I don't know how you are in school with math, but I'm letting you know,
They keep me from graduating right now.
dude, financing math is so much easier than fucking calculus or whatever, right? There's people that are smarter than me that can go out here and put a fucking thing that says, hey, this interest rate times this many years times this equals this amount of money. So the point is right, start a fucking betterment, figure out a number that you're comfortable with, and figure out what money you want to have.
Okay.
Right.
And again, I mean, we're talking about, so for the next year you sacrifice, you're not spending extra money.
Yeah.
But after that, you can go back to spending some money here and there.
Yeah.
But that's why when we come in and you're like, hey, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, I want to buy the other thing, I'm always sitting there going, but do you need to? Or Don sitting there going, is that really something you need? Because again, she will tell you all the time, David buys shit he doesn't fucking need. He buys it because he wants it.
Mm-hmm.
And I buy a lot of things because I want it.
I know I understand your stance on Dave Ramsey, but I do agree with what he said when the hardest part about getting rich is self-control. One of the hardest
Mhm.
is self-control.
Oh, it absolutely is.
And that's what's my problem is
Mhm.
now that I see the numbers, I'm like, I had a fuck ton of money.
The difference between me and most people. And it's a regret I have. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? So my wife and I were first married and doing things, right? I bought a house My wife and I, for 3 years, ate what you're eating right now. We ate hot dogs. We ate hamburgers from Aldi's because it was $10 for a fucking 20 pack, right? So 50 cents a burger, right? Um, my average meal on a right was less than $1. I'm letting you know that, like, 88 cents for beefaroni was what I paid for a can. Sure, it might be $1 now, but like, right? I invested every other dollar, right? If I had a job that paid me 40 grand a year, we do the math. I mean, I'm paying stupid stuff. So at $3 a meal times, or $3 a meal times 3 meals times 52.
Before I lose it, dang, before I lose this thought,
Yeah.
so with when I invest, like, just say I put it in like a Roth IRA,
Mhm.
do I have to choose like something I have to put it into, or do I
Nope,
just
they'll
put
take
that
care of it.
out?
They take care of all that.
You Betterment will just put it in there. You go into Vanguard funds. You do things.
You'll tell them how risky you want to be.
Okay.
At 18 years of age, you want to be very risky,
Okay.
which means you may put, let's say you put 10 grand in, and in 4 years it's worth 6.
Okay.
That's fine
But in 20 years,
because you're not retiring anytime soon.
Mhm.
So you just keep it risky as shit. And then the 10 years after that, now it's worth 85 because it jumps so much.
Yeah.
So the younger you are, the more risky you
Better
are
it is.
because you have all of that time to make up any losses.
Yeah.
And when you get older, like me,
Less and less.
you're not as risky anymore because, I want to retire in the next 10 years.
Can't afford it.
so I
Right.
will say there's a caveat to that. I currently, I mean, I guess I'm still really young. I forget about that.
You are pretty young.
But like
I called him an old fuck like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
yeah, but like, well,
In the greater scheme of things,
It's like-
he's 11 years younger than me.
and yeah, I'm retired. Okay, I work my own job, career, life. Um, I'm still in a very high risk thing.
Yeah.
My mom, who's now officially retired at 60, oh God, she's 60 something. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
I sure don't.
she's very low.
Ring, ring.
Say 60. She was born in 62.
Yeah.
So she's 62.
Okay.
Yeah, so 62 and 62. We have her in very low risk or whatever, right? But like mine will always stay very high risk.
Yeah.
I don't, the federal government says I have to pull on it at a certain age. And so I will pull my minimum. But really, like, again, it's the hard part is for me, all my investment accounts are not really for me. I don't intend to live off of them. I don't intend to do anything.
For your kids and stuff.
Kind of it, right? But like, so I'm hoping to have, $50 million worth in there. They'll fucking do their own thing.
Damn.
Well, but that's like the whole point is, right? Like, I don't need it right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I might take it here in a fucking little bit. We'll talk about that another day, but it's just building. When I was at my job making 50, 60,000 bucks a year, I put in 25% every single year, every single check, everything, 25. And then I paid myself 250 bucks every single week.
Yeah.
That went into my investment accounts to buy the next house, and I lived off of the rest of my paycheck. So I got three out of four paychecks. The fourth paycheck paid for my car insurance, paid for whatever, and I lived off of three of them. And I mean, and every week, at the end of every week, so here's what I did. So if I was you, 175 bucks, okay?
Okay.
And that's fine. I've made your money before. So 175 bucks at the end of every week. So I always needed a safety buffer, and for you, it can be whatever you want. So
What do you mean by that? Like a safety
so you don't have a car yet, but you will have. So if I blew a tire out,
Oh, like an emergency fund.
exactly, an
Okay,
emergency
okay.
fund. So, right, if I'm gonna blow a tire out, things like that. Currently, my safety is $1,000 because I think that most everything in my daily life, $1,000. If I blow a tire out, I need an Uber or a person to tow me. The tire is going to cost me whatever. Blah blah. $1,000 is going to get me to the next thing, to the next day, whatever it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
right? You pick whatever you're comfortable with. $500 at your young age, type of a thing, whatever it might be.
Okay.
And then so what I do is you get paid Fridays,
Mondays.
Mondays. Okay, so
Monday night.
on Sunday night and Sunday, you have mobile banking.
No.
You don't. How do you bank?
Consumers.
Credit union.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your money in an interest account?
I don't know. I don't have access to it.
Why?
Mom won't give me access.
How do you get your money to spend then?
I asked mom to send me some money to my Cash App, and she sends it to me. She won't let. I can't get a credit card. She won't let me. I mean, I can, but
Okay, which is fine. Okay, so but how does so you just tell her, hey, I'm gonna go get a tattoo. I need this money. She just says okay.
pretty much.
Okay, but you don't. And how do you know how much money you have in your account?
I ask her occasionally. Every so often, I'll ask her.
Okay.
Like before I want to buy something, I'll be like, how much is in my account?
So right, the thing is you're gonna need to change
Yeah,
and take control of your own money. Right.
yeah.
Your mom is definitely on the right track of helping you, and I see it from a good way. But what's gonna happen is, okay, so fine. Here's the new rule. Right, you need to start tracking every dollar that you spend.
Okay.
If you ever go over $175, you don't need it.
Oh, like I spend more. Okay.
Right, you can't spend more than you make,
Yeah.
even if you have it in savings. Okay, so no matter what you have. So if that tattoo is going to cost you whatever,
Mhm.
you tell your mom, hey, I need $50 this week. I need, sorry, did I say how much the tattoo is? If tattoo is going to cost you 150, 100, it's going to cost you $200 for a tattoo.
Okay.
And you only make 175, you don't get to get that tattoo, but you're going to tell your mom, hey, I need $50. You're going to pull that $50 out, and you're not going to spend that money.
Oh,
All the
and
rest of it's staying.
the next week I'll
Four
take
four
out,
weeks, right? So 4 weeks from now, you've saved you've
have
pulled
enough
$50.
money to buy that tattoo.
Now we've given ourselves $125 into savings, and now we have enough money for that fucking tattoo, right? Now we have the thing, right? So we guarantee that we're saving that 100.
Yeah.
So guarantee to save yourself this money, right? And but that's the thing about investing. It just guarantees you save, right? So instantly just set it up and say, hey, I'm putting $100 into here. I'm putting $50 into here. And we're not telling you to do 100. We're just giving you that number to say, hey,
So simple.
We like round numbers.
Yeah.
it's dude, you can start out with $25 every single week, and that's something. Something's better than nothing.
Mhm.
I don't care how much it is. I want you to do 100 because you don't have any bills, you don't have anything, but you're gonna have a car.
Because I have wow, $100. It just makes sense because I can spend more right now because I don't have to do as much.
Correct. But like, and so the longer you can keep prolonging that, but like you're gonna get car insurance soon, you're gonna get all these other things soon.
Yeah.
And so, but you'll also make more money in life soon, right? I mean, whenever you feel like it. When you graduate, you might go into something different. But that being said, is like, right? Go invest as much as you can while you can, right?
Do the most with what I have.
Exactly. But my life suggestions is start getting on TikTok, putting all your stuff out there and say, hey, and right, you're gonna get haters, you're gonna get people that be like, this fucking stupid, you'll never make
Fuck
it,
that
right?
shit, I don't care.
Everybody said that about everybody in this life. Everybody that has never become something will always tell you you'll not be successful,
100%.
right? Think
Who
about
said
it.
it? I can't. Connor Price, I think is his name. He's like, people who he said in his song, he said people that are successful don't hate on people trying to be successful.
That's exactly it, right?
Wait, so
Uh,
how, sorry.
No, good, good.
Um, so you said you know Steve or you know somebody knows Steve Oki.
Stevie Aoki, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would I go about that? Would I just like contact you and then and then over time, how would I go about getting connected like that?
You ask everybody anything, right?
So I could ask you because
If you want, right? You'd be like, hey, how do I contact? I'm
Okay.
gonna sit here and go, okay, hey, here's an email, right? And you'll email it out and be like, hey, I'm looking to do this. Looking to do this, right? Steve Aoki's not gonna be like, oh yeah, I want a rapper and do this, right? Like
Mhm.
Steve Aoki is EDM,
yeah,
and that's what he's gonna do.
but he's gonna know people.
He probably won't help, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, but the idea is somebody's done it. Somebody's in that game. Somebody's in the realm of life,
Yeah.
right? So you need to
Find
Right.
how to get to that person.
right. How? Okay. So is there any rap things in Grand Rapids?
I'm pretty sure there's something downtown. I can't remember what the name is, but they like once a month I think they do something or
Cool.
once a week.
Why aren't you there?
Just every time I'm gonna lose. I know that.
Doesn't matter.
Who gives a shit? That's all about the experience. The more you do shit, the better you get at it. So,
Do you think anybody that's been successful has ever won every time?
or has ever been good the first time they did it.
Even at that, but like,
Embarrassment definitely does help you get better because you don't want to do that.
or it makes you never do it again, right? It can lead you in one of two ways.
Yeah.
So,
Right. And there's going to be a point. Let's say you lose for the next 5 years and you finally realize, hey, this isn't for me. that one victory in there is going to go, oh, I can do this, right?
Yeah.
Again, you're not good at freestyling, you understand that. But right, that person that's there, you're going to talk to everybody else. You don't have to go on stage and perform. You're going to go, hey, this is good, this is bad. You're going to learn, you're going to educate yourself, you're going to figure this out. But you're going to talk
Figure
to
out what to say.
exactly. You're going to talk to the you're going to talk to the performers, right? And be like, hey, you got a track? Oh, yeah, I sell this many fucking albums. I do this, I do that. Okay, hey, how do you get a manager? Man, you just got, they'll find you. And the other person can be like, man, this is my manager over here, blah, blah. And you're going to shake hands and you're going to go, hey, how do I get myself on a fucking disc? How do I do this? How do I do this? And always be learning, right? Always, always, always learn, right? Never be afraid to talk to anybody.
My bad. Sorry. I didn't mean
You're
to-
good.
My barber, he does a lot of like a lot of Christian. He like makes a lot of Christian songs.
Yeah, what's his name?
Okay. His name's Ray, but I can't remember what he goes by.
Lefty. Oh yeah.
But he does a lot. He makes a lot. I probably talked to him something.
Exactly. Is he got an album?
He has several. I can't.
Okay.
Like
So we
5
have
or
a connection.
6.
So we have a connection of a person that's done something in life that you want to do.
Yeah.
Hey, how do I do this? And he might be a nice guy, he might be arrogant. Sure, Christian, right? You would hope he's a nice guy. Hey kid,
Well-
it's gonna cost you $50,000. You can't afford this. All right, but how do I do it? Right, and you're gonna find out. But like again, somebody's gonna do it. Chris does it by himself.
Yeah.
Chris is working here the same as you're working here. He's not financially independent, so like, but he's gonna be able to get you to that next step.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna go, hey, all right, I need to go above Chris. I need to go to that person that's been there, done that. And eventually, someday you're gonna run into somebody, right?
Mhm.
Eminem ran into Dre, right?
Yeah.
Eminem, like, and so you gotta find that person that
Love
believes
that
in you,
story.
right? Like, you gotta find that person that believes in you, and there's gonna be a million no's. It's the one yes, right?
See, I always sit there and I think about like things I hated doing when I was younger.
Mhm.
Like I hated public speaking. If I had to give a fucking presentation in school, I absolutely dreaded it.
Oh, see, I loved it.
See, I hated it. I didn't want it because I didn't want to
get-
necessarily not know what I'm talking about. And somebody's like, oh, he's a fool because he doesn't know what he's talking
Or
about.
they call you out on it.
Right.
That we had to do a presentation in class at KCTC. About
What are
like,
you going to school for?
what?
What are you going to school for? The KCTC,
Oh,
Kent Career Technical Center. For
yeah,
people that
the
don't
criminal
know.
justice program.
Oh, you are going for that?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
We had to do a presentation on like military jobs, and it's like at first you think it's like shit, but then it's like for me, all it took was like seeing how other people did, and I'm like, I can top that.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And in turn, I got the second highest grade
Mhm.
because it's like you got to get out of your head. You got to
Mhm.
like,
So the
I'll be
preamble,
alright.
the preamble to the Constitution, right? You know this?
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
So we had to recite it in front of class, right? Everybody had to get up and they had to fucking do it. Do you know how much I studied?
None.
0. Do you know who aced the entire thing?
You did.
Absolutely.
That's
Why?
the same thing with me.
Because I got to sit and watch 10 people in front of me. And again, my brain, I'm the epitome of education. Right?
I'm a very
All
physical learner. Like I have to touch something, to
Yep.
learn it, or I have to see someone else do it so I can copy
Yep.
what they did.
All I'm going to do is copy you. If I want what you have, all I have to do is remember the words you just said.
Mhm.
Oh, we the people of the United States, right? For greater, I don't know it. I knew it that moment, right? I just got up and I was like, we the people of the United States. And that's exactly it. Like I didn't study. I didn't do anything.
Mhm.
I don't care. I heard you say it 10 times
It's
because
gonna be
everybody
stuck
else
with me.
studied and I now know it,
Well, and again, why did I get good at public speaking? I became a coach.
right?
And all you're going to do is sit up there in front of fucking people that probably don't agree with you
Absolutely.
and talk your shit.
That's what was happening with. Sorry, I didn't interrupt
You're
you.
good.
But,
We're here for you, bud.
when because Dawn Dawn has been teaching me the safety.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's the same thing when we had to do traffic stops for at
Mhm.
KCTC. If you just get thrown into it. It's like you either you pass and fail, you
Mhm.
either pass or you fail, and it's like just throw them to the wolves. Like that's kind of like how I learned to do the traffic stop. It's like they just threw me like fuck it go, and like we had a script, but you had to do it. I think that the fact that I have like a backup, like an anchor, whatever the word you want to use is, I think that's kind of like what's keeping me from like I'm not gonna say like keeping me, but I feel
From
like
reaching your potential.
I think
Because you have something that You have a doubt in your mind that you won't be successful, so you're
And
relying on something
exactly.
There's 3 people here that have worked here that Dawn let me just handle how I wanted to fucking handle it. They were the kids I coached. It was Maddie, Lily, and Kendall.
I like Kendall. She's cool.
So when it comes to, hey, you guys need to do safety, it's not, and she never sits there and oversteps me like she does with you or Melissa or anybody else. It's always, all right, they played for him, they know how he is, whatever.
hmm
So I would tell them, listen, we're going to do safety. You can watch me a few times, then you're going to do it. And when you fuck up, I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
And I'll do that 3, 4, 5 times. The first time Dawn saw Kendall do safety, she's like, she missed this, this, and this. Right, she did. She
That's how you
sucks
learn.
in the room right now, but she's great in the safety room. So
That's
I know
exactly
she's
how it is.
okay there.
You've got to work on it.
Right. I don't have to watch her in there because she knows, hey, we have lab coats, we have full body, we have face shields, we have safety. She knows how to go through all of that and hit everything she needs to hit.
That's exactly the opposite with me.
Right.
Me,
When
I'm
you
good
get
in
to the room,
I'm solid.
right. She was lacking. And I'm
I-
like, right, she's not good at that yet. You need to be there with her.
I think my thing was with the room, I don't got to worry about because they're more likely not. There's already music going.
Yep.
So if I stutter, it's not like I'm worried that you're gonna hear it. It's because
Correct. You don't care about screwing up because it's so fucking loud anyway.
no one's gonna notice.
Right.
And if I but damn, these I need to stop taking breaks. These last wow, struggling today. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying, but
What it comes down to is if it's been a minute,
Mhm.
it's harder to pick that up.
yeah,
Because I have the same problem. If I haven't done safety in a couple weeks, I'm going to stumble over myself. The difference is I know what I'm saying, and I'm going to make a joke out of the fact that I fucked up because I will go into the safety room, and instead of saying, hey, we're going to go over safety rules, you can wear as much or as little as you want, I'll go, hey, so this is the shit you get to break. Oh, fuck, I'm not there. I'm totally doing the wrong shit,
Yeah.
and I'll make a joke out of the fact that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. And most people, they laugh at that because
that's fun. To
it's
laugh.
funny.
Yeah.
I fucked up, not a big deal. No, we're gonna move on with our day now.
Anyway,
And if you make that joke out of it, most people are forgiving in the fact that, oh, well, he just got confused, no big deal.
yeah,
Whereas, if you haven't done safety 800 fucking times,
you're gonna be more worried.
yeah, you're more worried about what you just, oh man, I fucked that up. I'll get in the room and I'll go, all right, we're going to go over safety stuff. No, we just did that 2 fucking minutes ago. We're going to go over the rules to the room because I just fucked that up. And then they just start laughing because you made a joke out of it and it's not a big deal. Again, do I need to tell people not to climb on the table and jump off or twerk? No. Because do we give a shit if they do? No, we don't fucking care. We cared in the old place because somebody jumped off the fucking table and they broke the subfloor. We don't have subfloors. We don't give a fuck if they do that. Why do I say it? Because it's funny. Hey, you're not allowed to climb onto the table and jump off or twerk.
Damn it!
Because it's
That's
happened.
exactly what I was gonna do.
Right. And I always throw in now because it happened. Because we had one customer that was pissed off that I said that in front of her dad. Well, he should have read the room better. Okay, well, a 16-year-old shouldn't have gotten up on the fucking table and started fucking twerking, okay? I don't know what you will and won't do. I don't want you to do that because I don't want you to fall on your ass and break your shit.
In front of your dad is crazy. But
And people get maybe upset about that. That's fine. So now I throw in because it's happened. Most of them laugh now because that's stupid. Why do I have to tell you not to climb on the fucking table, Nick?
Because I'm gonna do it.
Because you might do it.
Absolutely.
Why do I have to tell you not to break the fucking crate, Nick?
Because I'm gonna break the
Right.
crate.
So Dawn will do this all the time. She's like, well, I don't mention not to hit the walls. No, you mentioned not to hit the fucking walls because the first time you don't fucking do it, some asshole's gonna go in there and hit the walls with the fucking tools.
and they're gonna say,
And now I got a big fucking dent in the wall because you're an idiot and you just started whacking at it.
you can break your shit. What makes you think you can break the fucking wall?
Correct.
Yeah.
You and I know that because we work here.
Yeah.
He knows that because he's heard me bitch about it. But Johnny that just came in off the fucking street, he doesn't have any idea that you can't take a fucking crowbar and just start hammering the shit out of the fucking wood wall. I know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. He knows what's going to fucking happen. He thinks it's fine. How many people sit there and look at me and go, why? People actually break the Sharpie?
Mm.
Most of
Yes.
I'm
Why would they do that?
I just want to come here and hope that I'm the one that gets the toner because I really want to just.
He wants to go off on a fucking toner.
You're one of those.
And how pissed do we get when somebody
It's fucking
finds a
annoying.
toner in there?
So
We're not mad at them.
Right.
it's
We're
not
mad at
efficient.
whoever didn't check the damn printer
Damn it, Chris. But
many times.
But right, like I mean but that's me. Like I want that.
You stand right there.
Oh, dude, I would too. It'd be hilarious. But the problem is I don't
David,
wear a
I
lab
need you real
coat.
quick.
Yeah.
I don't wear a lab coat. I don't wear anything.
Well, again, people
Um,
would ask me and you, what are you going to wear? I would wear a face shield. That's it.
Right.
My wife
Gloves.
says
I would
suit.
wear gloves.
I don't wear gloves.
I would
Because I'm no bitch.
because you know why I would wear gloves? Because every time I go in there to clean shit, I'm cutting the shit out of my hands.
Yeah.
If I was you, I wouldn't wear gloves.
So, I mean, it sounds like you have, you're lost. We all were. I mean, trust me, 18 years old is the hardest age.
You're
It's the hardest
supposed
age
to know things.
because school's supposed to guide you to adulthood, but adulthood is so different than what you can be guided into, right? The world all of a sudden just opens, right?
Yeah, because with these two, sorry again,
You're
but
good.
Okay.
these 2 weeks that I had off for winter break, I was so fucking lost. 'Cause I'm like, school, that's been the structure. I didn't know what day it was until I looked on my phone and said, "Oh shit, I gotta work today."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I was bored. It's like as much as I don't like school, I'm also doing nothing here either. Might as well actually do something.
Mhm.
So it's just like,
And that's just it. Like you have to figure out how to, like, right, you then control your own self, right? Which, okay, we talk about these kids that play video games and do whatever. And people bitch about kids playing video games. And you know what? I have a buddy of mine whose kids play video games and that's what he does. And that's fine, it's supportive.
Mhm.
But my buddy is smart enough to say, hey, if you're going to play video games, you're going to record it, you're going to put it out there, right?
Mhm.
Because somebody's going to watch it. And eventually it'll do. You have to try to make yourself successful,
yeah,
right? And that's what I tell you all the time is like, look, you need to figure out everything that you do should be in the right realm of getting you to success.
You brought it up before.
Yeah.
If you're not putting shit out on TikTok, what the fuck are you doing? Now, TikTok may go away,
Sure.
but it might not go away. And if
Yeah,
it
I heard
doesn't go
something about
away,
But even you,
how many people are getting discovered on TikTok just because they put their shit out there?
yep, and YouTube, right? And anything.
There's going to be a medium, whether it's TikTok or not.
Right.
Something's going to
something's
take
gonna-
over.
But you need to put-
musically, and then it was TikTok.
Dude,
and-
we're here, we're Bucks and Brews, we're on Twitch, we're on Podbean, we're on Stitcher, we're on
YouTube.
iTunes, we're on YouTube, we're on, dude, we try
Saw
to
you
get
on
ourselves
Spotify.
Spotify, right?
You were on one of the. I looked at podcasts. You were like on recommended. I don't know.
Nice. Well,
So-
again, I mean, when I was younger, so like when you were a kid,
Yeah.
musically, you know how you got discovered? It was MySpace.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right.
You got discovered on MySpace. You don't know what the fuck MySpace is, but MySpace predated Facebook. And it was way fucking cooler too.
And I personally think that, okay, so here's the problem is that MySpace went away because America is lazy.
100%.
And I mean this. Okay, so one thing I loved about MySpace and I regret was the fact that you had to write code,
Mhm.
right? So if I wanted
to change your background or
My-
change the colors.
mine was just
or-
a Reddit,
That's a
right?
trick.
I had to go in and say, hey, enter this and copy paste. And well, I copy paste. But it was like, okay, cool. Like you had to write code. And I think that that is a lesson that a lot of people should learn.
Uh-huh.
And there, Facebook now, I just could type in and it has, you have Facebook?
Yeah.
Right? I never use it ever.
I don't like
unless-
Facebook
and
Marketplace.
I use Facebook, but I'm saying when I go create a thing, so if I go to
It's so convenient.
right, like okay, so if I go create this, I get a choice of, I mean, God, just right here, there's 15 different backgrounds of, right. So if I wanted to create that on MySpace, I had to go type it in. Hey, add this background or whatever.
Yeah.
Add blue background with white
polka
letters,
dots and
right?
shit.
Well, exactly. So, but like here, I can just instantly pop in, and I think this is why
So
Facebook took over.
convenient.
But discard like, and so it was just different in that sense of things.
I started writing my first websites in 96
Yeah,
because AOL gave you the ability to go and learn how to code.
Mhm.
So I would sit there and yeah, you could just pop shit in, but you could also get into the code and start typing out everything you wanted. And that was something that interested me. So I went and did those things.
Yep.
So you like. My bad.
I was writing HTML when I was 18, 19 years old.
I did it for a class in high school. And again, I could copy and paste or
Yeah,
right.
we had that. We had this like elementary. We had like code.org or something. I think it was called. It was but they use like Minecraft and like
Yeah.
Minecraft and stuff like that to like make it more appealing. And it was fun, but it was hard. And that's
Yeah.
like.
But you learned
I
how
love
to
the
do
second
those
level is-
things. Well, I mean, Caitlin would do that. She'd take web page classes and she'd have to sit there and code. So she'd come to me and go, "Hey, I don't know how to change it to the specific color." Well, I haven't coded in 20 fucking years. I don't know how either. So we're just going to go to Google and look it up. How do I make this, teal blue instead of sky blue?
Yep.
And it would tell you whatever the code was, number sign FFFF8G or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
Yep.
And you would type that in, and now you have a different color.
And that's it. I mean, it's a matter of,
And your answer is right. A lot of people are just fucking lazy.
and America forces us to be,
Mhm.
right?
Why are we so fucking far down in everything? Because we don't want to take time to learn to do anything.
Things just get handed to us, right? It's, and that's why like trades right now are a huge
Mhm.
thing. People don't want to learn this stuff.
Yeah.
There's,
You got to be interested in it for it to actually mean anything.
right. You know what? I have two choices. I can either learn to wire that or I can call somebody
Somebody
to wire
do
that.
it.
And if you call somebody, it's going to cost way more.
Right, but who cares, right? I'm making money, so what do I care? I can put it on my credit card. I can if I can put it
On my credit card.
Well, that's it, right? Like, okay, so here. So the difference between me and you, let's just say, right? So like is right now okay, I'm gonna go learn to wire that. You're gonna put it on your credit card. The only people that accept credit cards are the most expensive electrician. If I'm gonna get that electrician done, I'm gonna pay him cash.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna pay. So he's gonna be like, you know what? You're just gonna pay me. I'm getting paid right now. I don't have to pay this. I don't have to pay that.
Worry about it later.
I don't have to worry about fucking you disputing the charges. You know what? It's gonna be cheaper for me, right? And so like, I'm not saying
More convenient, easy.
exactly, right? But the people that are gonna accept it, hell yeah, we'll charge you because you don't care about finance. Like America doesn't care about it. They'll spend whatever, right? There's a heating and cooling company in the thing, right? Charge $14,000 for my buddy's furnace and AC. I can get the exact same thing done by my guy for $7,000,
Mhm.
right? Why? Because
Half price.
he's willing to finance it for 12%, and I'm willing to just pay cash.
Mhm.
Or say
I've had people work on things for me and they have told me before, listen, you want to pay me with a credit card? That's fine. It's 10 grand.
Yep.
If you happen to have cash laying around, 7,500.
Right.
Cool. I'll take that extra $2,500, put it in my fucking
Use it
pocket.
somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I'll pay you the 75.
and you could take the cash advance, you can do whatever it takes, it doesn't matter. But the fact
Well, again, I don't give a fuck what they're doing. I don't care if they report it to Uncle Sam or if they don't fucking, that's their
At
problem.
the end of the day,
Well,
you
but
did
it's
your
not
part.
mine.
but even at that, right? Like, I mean, I'm taking 2 extra seconds to walk to a bank to get a
Mhm.
check, even if it comes out of my HELOC.
Yeah.
I'm still financing it, but I'm financing it in a smarter way, right?
Well, when I had to have the roof done, you
Yep.
and I talked, and you're like, yeah, I would just go get a HELOC. And I'm
Yep.
like, yeah, that's cool. I could do that. I ended up borrowing the money from Caitlin because I could pay her 4%
So
on the money, and I didn't have to deal with credit or anything.
Right.
So when y'all got the new AC, the AC thing, did you do that too? Like you just paid up straight up cash?
We paid cash for that because we knew who was doing it.
Oh, it was family friend, wasn't it?
And so the AC stuff was done by Christy's husband.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's the one who you do the pallets with, right?
No, that's
That's
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
So her husband does the electrician shit.
Oh, okay,
Christy's,
okay.
I work
got
with
you,
Christy,
got
and
you.
her husband does HVAC.
Yeah, I think I met him once.
Mhm.
So the number one things in life is meet contractors, right? Find an electrician, find an HVAC guy, find a plumber, find a general contractor that knows how to do drywall repair when you get pissed
Yeah.
off and punch a wall.
This is the type of person you want to be in life.
Yeah.
You want to be the type of person that somebody goes, oh, I need this. I'm gonna call Skyler. He knows those people. Because that's who Nick and I are.
I got
Yeah.
made fun of at work because, right, everybody's like, oh, you know somebody that does everything. And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And they're like, yeah, I bet if I fucking use somebody to clean up animal shit, you could get it. And I was like, actually, I have a buddy that owns a dog poop company. And just come to find out, he makes over fucking 7 figures a year.
I'm sure he fucking does.
what the fuck? Okay, damn.
Right? His business grew that much. He's making 7 figures a year cleaning up people's dog shit.
Who's my plumber, Nick?
My plumber. Let's say
Who's my electrician, though?
my electrician.
It's not.
Oh, you. Well,
I
you're
use Vanessa's
guy,
husband.
yeah.
Who's my HVAC guy?
Oh, you're
Christy's
yeah,
husband.
Christy's husband. Yeah.
But if I need somebody and I don't have somebody, who am I going to call?
Well, that's it, right? Like, hey, we have foundation. Okay, this guy.
Mike says to me the other day. So Mike's looking. The eye candy is looking to sell his parents' place because they want to downsize and maybe go to a condo,
Yep.
but they don't want the upkeep of the house.
So Scotty's gonna be your guy.
So I said to him, I'm like,
Scotty's funny.
I can ask Scotty, and
Scotty
he's
and I get along.
he's like, so he maybe knows somebody down here. I'm like, I'm just gonna say, hey, I got my best friend has a house in Plainwell, need to get rid of it. Do you know somebody?
Mhm.
And I sent him that, and he's text me back. Yeah, me.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna give him your number. I know you'll do right. And he
Yep.
goes, I'll take care of him for you because that's what I'll do. Cool.
What's he listing at? Any idea?
No idea. I mean, this was yesterday.
Okay.
So I don't even know if they've talked yet.
Yep.
But again, I trust Scotty. So I'm good with that. Now,
He just seems like a a trustworthy
good
person.
dude.
Exactly.
He
Like,
really
I've only
is.
met him once, but he was like straight up.
and again, if Nick decided he wanted to be a fucking realtor, Scotty wouldn't get my business anymore. Nick would get it because we're closer.
Yeah.
But Nick doesn't want to do that shit. So
You go with who you know most.
this is what I can do. And Mike tells me at one point, he's like, yeah, I think they might need an upgrade to the furnace. So I'll call a service professor because that's who helped me. And I go,
No, you're not.
no, we'll call Christy and have John do it. And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot John does that. Right. So John will be doing your HVAC. I'm not giving him a choice. I'm just saying this is what's going to happen.
Yep.
And again, he trusts me enough to go, oh yeah, that's cool. I didn't even think of him.
Yep.
Great.
Well, that's just it. All right. I mean, so again, just find everybody that does everything, right?
Mhm.
Whether this person says, I know how to do this, you just go, cool, it's nice meeting you, right? Like,
Yeah.
even if it doesn't affect your, right? A person knows how to fucking make marbles.
So,
Yeah.
some of my
Someday marbles is going to come back and you're going to go, you know what? I got a person that makes custom marbles and now you can put that in your glass
And
vase
we
and
got-
now you can sell it.
I mean, we got vinyls to come. Vinyls are like, I guess they weren't
They're-
on, but like I have.
They were dead, right?
Oh, well, I mean, I got a shit ton.
Right, exactly. But that's a 1970s thing. Everybody had it. Nobody, 8 tracks came.
they stopped selling vinyls in the 80s because everything was tapes and then it was CDs.
Yep.
And now everybody wants to play vinyl again.
Oh, I don't have a vinyl player. I got just all my stuff's on the walls.
I bought a couple records and Dawn goes, the fuck you gonna play that on? I'm like, I still have record players. They're at my mom's house. Ring ring.
Ring.
And I did buy a record player because Caitlin wanted a couple Taylor Swift albums. So I bought a record player with a couple Taylor Swift albums. Here you go, kid.
I still play vinyl in my house.
It's
It's just
better.
a different feeling.
It's more fun.
Like
right.
you feel like you're actually like
Mhm.
there.
Yeah. So, any other questions you have for us?
I'll probably have more later.
All right. Well, I mean, figure them out, write them down. We'll definitely answer, and we can always have you back on. No big deal.
Hell yeah.
But so step one. What's your step one from out of here? I think it's David.
Oh,
Not me. Must be
It's
Skyler.
you, bro.
oh. It's the group chat.
Hi, Mom.
Ring ring.
Ring ring.
Invest, save and invest.
So, step one is to save and invest. So, that's your step one.
Well,
How do we
two.
do that?
make money, save and invest. And bro, what the fuck?
It's you again, bro.
Nope. Yep. I'll put myself out there.
Okay. So, how do we do that?
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of them.
Awesome. So, now how do we save and invest?
Roth IRA, take a little bit out of every check I make, and
Auto deposit it.
yeah,
So,
I still need help. So I if somebody could,
I'm absolutely happy to help you set that up.
Thank you,
so you're
thank
gonna just go set that up.
I mean, yeah.
Step one tomorrow. You're gonna be like,
Oh.
David, I want to figure out how to set this up.
What do we mean tomorrow?
You can do it tonight.
We're gonna do that right the fuck when we stop recording.
All right,
$10. I don't care. I don't care if it's $10 a week, $20 a week, whatever you're comfortable with.
all right.
Make it happen. I'll be the proudest person of you the minute you send David or I a text or whatever that says, hey, I just want to let you know I started investing. I'm gonna be like, yep.
I'm a proud father again.
That's it, man. Like, you have no idea. Like, okay, proudest day of my life. I can't say proudest, but like one of the proudest. It happened 2 years ago. Right?
Danny and TJ.
No, besides that.
Oh, sorry.
My daughter, my Facebook came up and it was us outside of Lake Michigan Credit Union. My daughter walked in and opened her first ever bank account for $500. Right? She had saved all of her pennies, did all this and that, and pennies, quarters, I used to pay her in $half because they were bigger for the little kids.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
yeah,
I have a whole coin jar at my house that I
Exactly.
just every time I go to the store, if I pay something for cash, just put it in there.
That's exactly, dude, that's his first start of savings. So, but right, like that moment that she starts investing, actually her CD's coming up due again. But yeah, 2 years ago, she started doing that.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
All right. So, guys, I hope you liked the conversation. I know it didn't go necessarily in the order of we got in a lot of tangents.
We
things
did
like
go
that.
on a lot of tangents. We talked about a lot of shit today.
But the very basics are out there, right? So, as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So I'm going to mention this.
Yeah.
We just got a message from Podbean.
Yep.
Congratulations on publishing your 200th episode
On Podbean.
on Podbean. Yes.
So we have stuff before that, but
We
200
do.
episodes, that's amazing.
That is pretty impressive. I'm quite happy with what we've done with Bucks and Brews.
Yeah.
We get really excited about the small wins.
We do.
I was here for a milestone.
You were. This is
Awesome.
our 201 episode. So like we mentioned Danny and TJ, or I did.
Yep.
We had an episode with them that literally Nick walked them through. This is what you're going to do with your current lease and how you're going to work that into a house to buy. And they literally went right out and bought a fucking house.
Blew my fucking mind.
We had Marcus on, who they lost their keys at break room therapy.
Yeah.
And him and I had a half an hour conversation in the car waiting for their mom to get here. And he came on with us and said, I'm looking to buy my first property. And he went out within a month and bought his first property.
Yep. We had Vanessa on, who's like, hey, I'm in this. So how do
Yeah, I have all this debt. I need to pay this off. What do I do?
Right. How do I get there?
Yeah.
Right, this is what we would do. And right, we have her on and she's half the fucking debt she was in. Right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of things came into her life and she's still on that track though, right? Like,
Yeah, she is.
She slowed down, she didn't stop. That's the biggest key.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's not paid off in the time she wanted it paid off or the time we wanted it paid off.
Mhm.
But she's still chipping away because, a couple grandkids blow that plan up a little bit.
You got to take the travels and things.
You do.
But again, doesn't matter. The destination is still there and the path is still right there, right? Again, when I tell you, I'm not lying to you. If you do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, whatever I don't care if it's $5, dude. I'm happier than shit that you started doing something because hopefully that $5 grows to the next level.
Yeah.
And then the next level and the next level, right?
Keeps going and going and going.
It starts because you're going to look at it and even if you do $10, you're not going to sit here and go, man, I really wish I had $10. So, when we think about it, you have $3,000, so $18,000. 18,000, say 2 years, so 3,000 divided by 24, or no, 52, which is 104.
Mhm.
So you've been saving currently, you're just shy of $3,000, but let's just give you $3,000.
Okay.
Currently, you've been saving $28.84, so almost 29 bucks.
I'd take I just started like last week saving spending 20, saving 80. Mom wants me to do the spend 8, spend 70. No, what was it? I don't know, give 10% to the church. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
which is fine, but invest it in yourself then.
They have enough money. You don't need to give them any money.
Well, I don't give anybody money.
Put it into yourself.
But right, so give
So
yourself.
if you're let's say you're saving 20, or let's say you're spending 20, saving 70, now you're at 90 and you're giving 10 to the church.
Yeah.
No. You're spending 20 and you're saving 80.
Yeah.
But
I've never given my money to nobody.
or what you can do, right? I mean, because the idea is to give back and to make something.
Yeah.
So you could in
Tell him
theory-
what we like.
So right.
Our jars.
So we have 3 jars, right? We have the spending, savings, and giving jar,
Mhm.
right? Spending, I like to see 50% into there,
Okay.
bare minimum, right? Or sorry, excuse me,
The savings,
savings jar,
50%.
50%, right? The spending, I like to see 40%. I like to see less, but anyway, spending, whatever you want. The giving, 10%. 10% is a thing that's a church related aspect of things.
Yeah.
Now, giving can come within any way, shape, or form, right? However you choose to give.
Yeah.
whether that's giving your mom $30 for electric, right? Whether that's buying your friends a meal, and you could be giving to a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever it might be.
Mhm.
I'm going out on a date. I'm giving you that. I'm paying this bill. To me, that's giving, right? When
It could
you
be giving it to a charity.
exactly, right? You can fund, I don't know if you go to summer camps or anything like that, right? Chris lets you borrow his thing, his recording
Recording
studio.
Buy
studio.
him lunch or something.
Exactly, right? That's giving to me, right? You're
Yeah.
giving back for something he's given you. He's given you the recording. He might charge you. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But the fact is when you become successful, when, right? It's not if, it's when, right?
Yeah.
Always remember that, right? Always
Who
remember in
helps
life. No, just always remember it's not when, it's
It's
not
not
if,
if,
it's
it's
when.
when.
It's 100% right. Once you lose that mindset, that's where you start to fail, right? Like I literally, okay, so I'm back in the grind mode of life, right?
Yeah.
I'm buying a house. You know how long it's been since I've actually done manual labor? Like,
Months.
right?
Years.
I'm officially scraping, right? Because mm, I know that I can spend my own free money. I'm free, right?
Yeah.
Sure, I cost money, but like I'm free to scrape this. I'm free to do this. That's the thing I can do. So you can give, right? Whether it's buying your mom, fill up your mom's gas tank,
Mhm.
right? That's giving, right? Fill up, fill up your friend's gas tank that takes you anywhere you are. I don't know what the hell you do.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You
Give
can
those.
get,
Give those. Give to those who give to me.
that's exactly it, right? And you could be the first one to start it, right?
Mhm.
You know what? Hey, you're going out with your buddy and you guys are going to a rap concert, things like that. Ticket's going to cost you. Hey, tell you what, you drive, I'll buy, right? That's giving to me, right? You're
Yeah.
giving something.
Why
You're
do I
giving
work at break room for free?
because it's free labor.
It's free labor. It's free labor for my wife. It's free labor for you guys.
Yeah.
We had an employee here at one point. She said to me, she goes, I wouldn't work for free.
Right.
Right. I work for free
Mhm.
so that we can pay you more.
Is that
That's
the,
why I work for free.
Is the one that we the first time we had that? Okay.
We don't need to talk. We'll talk
Yeah,
about it off
I
here.
think I know
But
who it is.
right, so like it's anyway. So hey, you can tell your mom, and I don't know what kind of relationship you have, but like, hey,
Yeah.
mom, you know what? I don't feel like I've gotten anything from the church. I do have religion, and that's fine. That's whatever, if that's what you believe. But I think I could do better with my own community, my own people, if I give in my own way.
Yeah.
And and the giving is not going to happen, at 170 bucks, 175, that's $17.50. Mom, I'm not going to give 17.50 every week, but over the course of the year, you know what? I will be giving, right? Whether it's buying my friend a ticket, whether it's doing this, whether it's doing that,
Mhm.
I will give and I will give back, right? I will give back to
Those
this,
who
right?
give. Yeah.
And so that's one of the big things, right? Um, you're gonna get older and you say you don't want kids, whatever it is. You might like kids and not have them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, you seem to had said, I don't want them right now. I wouldn't be right. But hey, let's say you don't have kids, you can go sponsor,
Yeah.
a kid to do something. You could, when you become successful, right?
Yeah.
Your giving back could be just as much as what's his
I'm
face?
paying for this kid to go to college.
Well, not just you could do that, but like
Something like that.
what was the gosh, Billy Joel, right? Used to take the whole front row, and he would, right, because he would give them to the fans up in the upper
Yep.
deck because those are real fans, right?
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
The ones that can't afford the front
I
row
remember. I remember
seats.
seeing
But
something
those are
about
the real
that.
fans, and so he would give that front row to that, and so that's giving back, right? So hey, you know what? You might walk the street and somebody be like, "Hey man, oh shoot, I wanted to go to your concert." Tell you what, here's 2 tickets to the concert, right? That you're in. And so again, it doesn't your giving doesn't have to happen yesterday, today, tomorrow. It has to happen over life.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep that mindset of I need to give, right? You don't have to do a free birthday party for somebody or whatever it might be. I don't know how you're going to perform,
Yeah.
whatever it is. But let's say you become successful the entire year and you're from Grand Rapids and you come home and you say, "Hey, tell you what, I'm going to rent the venue. I'm going to pay for this. It's going to be an open, free invite to the first 5,000 people that show up here, 10,000, 100,000 people that show up." I don't think we have anything that holds 100,000,
No.
but still, right? I don't know what the Bob or whatever it might be, right? The intersection, it holds 3,000. Hey, first 3,000 people, I'm going to give you my free concert. That's a possibility, right? I'm
Yeah.
not saying it has to. Granted, they're going to want to take their cover, blah, 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 but still, it's just, this is what you're going to do, right? Taylor Swift gave 110 million or something. I don't fucking remember.
Something.
Right? To all her people that worked on the crew. you will eventually give, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe that if you give, you get in return, right? Again, the HVAC guy, hey, I'm gonna give you, hey, you know what? This one's on me. No, here's a beer. Here's this. Here's that, right?
Our plumber,
You have a monster.
does he charge fair prices?
Overly fair.
It's fair for us.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it fair for him?
No,
Do you pay him more?
absolutely every time.
Me too.
So right, and that's it.
And I'll get a text message. Hey,
Thanks for the overage.
I saw you gave me extra. Really appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, you do great work and you're happy to come out and do whatever I fucking need you to do. I'm happy to pay a little more. It's not like I'm looking to
Right.
just give away fucking money.
Right. I'm not saying Dawn is happy to buy you this or that, whatever it might be. But instead of being selfish, right? If you go, what's your favorite snack?
He loves those Kinder bars.
Yeah, Kinder Joy, Kinder Egg Bar, whatever.
Awesome. So, right, you go buy a box sometime in the next year. You bring them and you give them to all the employees too, right? That's your gift, right?
Mhm.
You know what? Christmas time next year comes around, and instead of doing white elephant, you just give everybody, I don't know, a $10 break room gift card, whatever it might be. Like, right? You don't have to give in the way that somebody else tells you to give. You have to give in any way that you feel.
Yeah, the way yeah.
Right? Someday those are going to be real gold, and you're going to be able to take it off and just be like, "Here you go, kid." Right? So you can impact a life in so many ways.
Dawn and I complain about a lot of shit here because I'm a penny pincher. So I'm downstairs a couple weeks ago. It was a day where she wasn't working because something was up. And I had emptied the tiny trash that's under the white table.
Okay.
Okay.
And within an hour, it was full of fucking candy wrappers from the staff that was eating all the fucking candy that we buy for customers. I took a picture and I sent it to her. I'm like, this is why we go through so much fucking candy because everybody sitting here is eating all the fucking candy. She goes, I don't give a fuck if they eat the candy. It doesn't fucking matter to me. It's something nice we can do for our employees. I'm like, I'm just letting you know. We go through, a 20 fucking dollar bag of candy a weekend because all of us are eating the fucking candy. She goes, that's fine. If that's what we're going through, I'm okay with it.
Right. And that's a way to give. Right.
And again, I don't necessarily want to stop doing that. I just want you to know, hey, this is where the money's going.
Yep. And so it's just right. So have that conversation with your mom. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough. And mom, I do believe that giving is a thing. I'm gonna do it my own way.
Yeah.
Right. And again, it might, she might want to see it sooner than you want to do it. But like a month from now, you save $10 a week for the next month. I seen her car actually, so she has an SUV type thing.
Yeah. Town 2015 Town and Country.
Sure. Okay. So right, but it's a minivan. But anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. That's gonna cost $40-$50. So again, you're gonna put away $10. You're gonna tell mom, hey, I need Cash App. Can you get cash off Cash App?
Yeah, you can go like some ATMs are free.
Awesome. So you're just gonna go take $10 every week. You're gonna stick it on your desk, and then you're gonna go, hey mom, let's go up to do you have your license?
No.
Okay, but right, she's gonna drive you. You're gonna go. She's gonna pull into the gas station. You go, hey, hold up, and you're gonna hand her the $40. You're gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
I got this, right? And that's gonna be giving to her, right? I don't know if you do that, but anyway. So there's
Find my way to do it.
Exactly, man. There's something that you can do.
Yeah.
Even if you pay for mine or David's when you see us at the gas station, I'll gladly take it, man. So right, pay for the meal for the person behind you while you're at McDonald's.
This shit came up in my memories yesterday or today.
Hell yeah, Whopper Wednesday.
We got done doing an episode and we're like, hey, we're kind of hungry.
That's
So
valid.
we ran up to Burger King, which used to be on 68th Street there.
Yeah, they just closed.
And there was a car between Nick and I.
Mhm.
So I think we ordered Whoppers because they were like $3.
Mhm.
So Nick gets up there and he goes, I'm gonna pay for my $3. But then I'm gonna pay for the next two vehicles because my friend's back there. But I'm only doing it if you do what I tell you to do. And the guy's like, all right. So I roll up and I go to hand him my card. He goes, nope, can't take that. Nick says, fuck you. And I called him. I'm like, this guy just said, Nick said, fuck you. And Nick is rolling in the car going, yes, he said it. He fucking said it. But again, I mean, those are things that just make us happy.
Yeah.
I'm still getting something out of it, right?
Yeah.
I got joy, pure joy.
I did too. I mean, I thought that was fucking, and this guy, he was probably in his late teens, early 20s.
Long hair.
I don't remember. It was a couple years ago.
Oh, that wasn't who I think it is.
But he was so happy to be able to sit there and say at work, Nick says, fuck you. and like nobody else in the store gave a shit. And I was laughing, so they didn't like they were perfectly fine with it because I thought it was hilarious.
My boy Hayden, when I was working at McDonald's, he came through, and I just started cussing him. I said, "Shut!" I just went off on him. He was like, "Can I get this?" I said, "You can suck my dick."
Yep.
My manager came over. He was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Here's my friend." I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm just like,
But so all right. Yeah, again, as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week with a whole new episode. We don't know what the fuck we'll talk about.
Maybe.
We'll figure it out.
peace out, Joe.
You've dialed in
To Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
stuff.
they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
brews.
Bucks and brews.